Hey there, it's Jackie Bros.
And I'm Dunlap.
Welcome to our special podcast. Sponsors, all our sponsors.
That's right, Jackie. This is our special podcast. It's a best of Red State Update, all sponsors edition.
I don't know about best of, it's just all the sponsors.
It's all of them.
Well, yeah, so some of them, I know some of them ain't no count.
Well, I mean, if you ranked them, just automatically some of them would be worse than others.
Well,
there would be a worst, because this is all of them.
That's what you said, you said best of, oh, it ain't a best of, it's all.
It's
best
all.
of, it ain't like best
So I guess we should call it all of.
Yeah.
So
I said tonight, sponsors, all sponsors. Welcome to our special podcast. Sponsors, all sponsors. That's what it is.
I'm sorry.
There really wasn't no reason for you to have anything to add.
That is a better name.
Yep.
I guess I meant best of in the sense that none of this is new. This is all a bunch of old shit that we already did.
Yeah.
And
how is that best?
Well, sometimes people say, oh, it's a best of. And people go, oh, that's old.
Oh, I think what you're referring to, like clip show. Clip show.
So let's just call this as sponsors, all of clip show, old material that you done heard.
Yeah, but all together.
All together, all of them.
All right.
Every sponsor we ever did from 21 episodes.
All right, enough. If you put all that together, it's over 2 damn hours as it is.
Nearly 3 hours
Well,
long.
all right. Shut the hell up.
Wait, I just want to tell them.
Just sponsor, all sponsor, done.
Don't feel like you need to listen to all these at once.
I don't, nobody gonna listen to any of it, as far as I'm concerned.
We just wanted to put them all in one place. So if you're like, where is Birdman?
Yeah.
That time that I talked about him being a horrible, irresponsible
all right, enough.
criminal.
Don't start that. Start that. There's enough on here like you doing it. Don't need any extra more ads.
Instead of going through every podcast, you can just go to this podcast and dig around the 3 hours.
I said that's a name. Sponsor, all sponsors. Good Lord, they're still digging in this part. Just shut up and let's play it.
So I hope you enjoy this best of podcast.
Enough.
Well, it's time to introduce this week's sponsors, folks.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we didn't have to do commercials, but, podcasts cost a little bit of money, and so we had to round up a couple of sponsors for this episode.
We're going to have sponsor every episode. We'll have a place, if you want to give donations to help out and keep the power running down here and the microphone's working. We'll do that. But
Jackie went out and found a sponsor.
We set a goal. Dunlap found a sponsor this week, and I found a sponsor. So I went out, and I'll tell you what, I found probably about the best sponsor you could find. I got $25 they donate. Well, they didn't donate. We're going to do a little advertisement for them. And it's not just the $25 that made it worthwhile. I'm happy to have let people know about a good product out there. It's Coley's snack food, and I sell them here in the store. They're delicious. I got all sorts of, I got just regular chips, and I got barbecue chips. I got cheese balls. Coley's snack foods is just delicious. They come in here, and you can buy them in the machines everywhere around here, Rutherford County, and I'm sure other places in Tennessee, across the country. I'll find out for you. But it's delicious. And not only is it delicious, inside every bag, they tear out a page of the Bible, and it's in there. You never know what you're going to get. It's always good to get to read some Proverbs, this or that, whatever. And there ain't no better way to spend your time than eat a delicious snack food and read some scripture.
I always get Deuteronomy.
Well, that's part of the fun. You don't know what you're going to find in there.
But it's good. It nourishes your soul and your belly.
It's delicious. Yeah, Coley's snack food.
Salted peanuts they got.
They do. They got everything. Not Doritos, but like Doritos.
Right.
What do you call that? Mexican chip.
Right. They call them Colitos.
Colitos, that's right. Coley's Colito. Delicious.
Colitos Mexican chips.
Yeah, so it's a delicious product. Happy to have them as a sponsor, and very grateful for that $25. And do yourself a favor, pick you up a bag of Coley snack foods and read a little scripture, and you won't find a better product out for either one of those. Yeah.
Good job, Jackie.
Now, Dunlap, you got your sponsor here. I'll give you your time here. Everybody get the sponsor time.
Well, I hate to sound like a shill, but we did get a little money. I'd like to introduce you this week, folks, to our new sponsor, TT Slot. TT Slot. She was a beautiful woman. the years have taken their toll on her, but I tell you what, she is still a wildcat, and you give her asking price, and she will not do you wrong. You can find her in the parking lot of Gentleman Jim 2's. Sometimes she works down at the fish restaurant. Get in touch with me. I'll give you her cell phone number. You can text her. She's on Twitter. Follow her on Twitter. She tells you her location like a food truck. She will suck you off.
Hey, I'm not going to listen to this. This
what?
Is pitiful. You talk about prostitution. That ain't no kind of sponsor.
Well, TT Slot, she knows that new media is important.
Oh, you can't go down and get some prostitute out of Jim's parking lot and call that a sponsor. That ain't no kind of sponsor. I went and talked to them. It's a legitimate business. Coley Snack Food, and it's got a script.
It's delicious.
You went and talked to a damn...
Well, look, TT, she's moving into... she wants to branch out. She's been at that new Crystals a little bit, and they keep running her off.
Hey!
She's got legal fees. She's a good old girl, Jackie.
I don't have nothing to do with it. She's good or not. I ain't gonna be part of nothing that endorses that kind of behavior. I don't know. That ain't no kind of sponsor.
She give me $25. What am I supposed to do? Go back to a whore and say, "Here's your $25 back"? I'll look like an idiot, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Get rid of that money. Put it in a collection plate at church or something, but I ain't going to have nothing to do with that money.
Pretty much, you just kind of give me my $25 back after I give it to her.
All right, I don't want to hear nothing.
So that's TT Slot.
No, I ain't not going to have that. No.
Like her Facebook page. She's around. If you know where to look for her.
All right,
that's TT Slot.
Don't be telling people go out and look for her. That's pitiful. That poor woman, give that money back to her.
She's got kids, Jackie.
Oh, hell. I ain't gonna have money. No, prostitute ain't gonna be on no kind of sponsor. This ain't no kind of
I didn't
show like that. No.
When you went out to the Bible Chips people, I did not tell you, oh, don't do that. I didn't tell you.
Of course you didn't. It's a legitimate business.
Plus, I was hoping you'd bring some of them peanut butter crackers back.
Well, I ain't going to now. All right, whatever. It's time to do a podcast sponsors. People give us a little bit of this. $25 I got from old Coley Snack Food, and they're delicious. This best, one of the best snack foods you can get here in this area, and I'll find out how far they go out across the country. But get you some Coley's brand snack foods. They're just good, and as they say on the front, it says Bible page in every bag, and it's delicious because every time you get a delicious treat, and they just tear out a sheet of the Bible, and there's, let's see what's in this one here. I got some Coley's
right in my ear.
Well, hang on now, I'm trying to get in here. You want some of these? These are good.
Yeah, I'll take some of them though.
It's like here's Coley's caramel crackers. Try that. Eat some of these.
I don't care for these.
They're good. Oh, good sponsor. And of course, in the bag, hang on, let me dig in the bag. See what Bible page we got.
There's not enough caramel for me.
It's good. Not enough caramel? That's good. Well, you don't need too much caramel, you fat as it is. There's the Bible page.
You're going to read the Bible.
Here, read the page of the Bible. There's a Bible page in every bag. Coley snack food. What we got there?
I always get Deuteronomy.
Well, read some of it. Ain't going to hurt you, no?
Okay, starts out. Neither shalt thou desire thy neighbor's wife, neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor. 10 Commandments. House, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, or his ass, or anything that is thy neighbor's.
Yeah. There's a little scripture for you.
Yeah, there's some scripture, and it goes on.
Yeah. That's the whole page. Hey, don't wad that up.
Well, it's covered in caramel dust.
Well, wipe it off. Set it aside. I save all my Bible pages when I eat these snacks.
What, you got a whole Bible yet?
Not yet, but someday I'm going to have it. I have a whole Coley Bible. Do these and get to eat some good snacks, too. Pretty good.
All right, I'll set it over here. That's pretty good. I don't know. It's Deuteronomy every time.
Well, you don't know what you'll get. I get some doubles every now and then, too.
Let me have some more of them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Thing is, there's just some part. I'm sure even God's got part of the Bible he doesn't like as much as others.
Oh, that ain't all the Bible's good. Don't be saying that.
I know it. I ain't saying. I'm just saying that it's all good, but there's probably some parts that God likes better than others.
No. Everything in the Bible's supposed to be in there. That's the way it is.
I ain't saying it ain't supposed to be in there, but when God wrote the Bible, he's like, my favorite part is Noah's Ark.
Oh, yeah, Noah's Ark's a good part. That's a good, I will say that if you get some Coley snack food, here, give me back to me. I want some more. And you get to know that's a good reading right there. I like Noah's.
If you get a Noah's Ark part.
I love Noah's Ark. That's a good part of the Bible. I like animals,
Right. And God, probably likes animals. He's probably got favorite animals.
God loves animals. That's what he put all over the earth. He put animals here for us to hunt, kill, eat, and tame.
Maybe he hates animals.
No, he does not.
When you put it that way.
No.
They're always eating each other, shitting in the woods.
Hey.
And then we come along and skin them, scoop their guts out, fry them up, eat them. Maybe God is punishing animals.
No, it's just nature. It's part of it. That's just the way it is. God loves everything. Loves it. He made it. He loves it.
And Jackie, we have a new sponsor this week.
Yes, got a new sponsor. I tell you what, that's another thing to be excited about. We got a new sponsor, and it's the Birdman. Yeah.
The Birdman.
Birdman, yeah. I get you $25. He's got to come down about every 4 or 5 months. He stops in front of the store. And he got a big old flatbed truck. And just every kind of bird you can think of in a cage. Birdman, that's what we call him. He told me not to use his real name on this because, I don't know, PETA or something like that. It's not really legal. But anyway,
he drives down the road with a bunch of birds in the back of a truck.
Every kind of bird you can think of. I tell you what, Birdman's always got it. He always come in, and you'd be surprised if customers in there, people get him a bird, too. So, Birdman, it's just, you come down the store, I'll tell you roughly what week he'll be in there. He just come in there. If you're looking for some birds, Birdman got you covered.
Are these like pet birds?
Well, pets or meat, I guess, whatever, eating, maybe, I don't know. Some quail. Well, he had some quail on there. I ate quail before.
Like parrots and stuff?
Yeah, parrot, I say pigeons.
So he just goes down the road scooping up pigeons and putting them in a cage?
He had a few pigeons. It wasn't all pigeons. He had pigeons, ducks, chickens, you name it. He got it. Birdman. Always.
Wait, those aren't even... Those are like birds you'd find in a barnyard or a poor person's house.
Some people don't have the time to go down to the barnyard and chase a bird and catch it, put it in the cage.
I thought you meant like cockatiels.
I seen a parrot or something, lovebirds, whatever you call those little things, lovebirds.
Finches?
Finches, yes, I guess that's what it is, yeah.
And he rides down the road, feathers flying.
Well, yeah,
it's messy.
Yeah.
Being a Birdman.
Yeah.
Wait, is he local? Is he live around?
Like I said, he come about every 4 or 5 months. He's like
mysterious.
Clockwork. Yeah, you don't know. I mean, again, I ain't gonna give his real name on here. He asked me not to. He gave me $25. Just say, call me the Birdman. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Is he clean?
What do you mean? Is he clean? What kind of question is that?
Does he look like some sort of roving?
He's a working man. I mean, he looked like he's a working man. When I see him, he's at work.
He don't work.
Yes, he is.
He puts a bird in a cage and drives a truck down the road.
I'd like to see you do that. It's more than I ever seen you do.
I'm too smart to try to put a bird in a cage.
Well,
bird be free.
Well,
not in a cage.
Well, okay. Some birds.
Who buys a pigeon in a cage in the parking lot of a little market in the middle of nowhere? From a man in a truck.
You'd be surprised. People know there are certain people that come by a store and knows when Birdman's going to be there. He comes in, Birdman selling them a few birds. I don't see directly what they're buying from him. I don't know what birds all the time. I don't keep a track of it. But he got pretty much, if you want a bird, he got some kind of bird back there. He got all kinds of birds.
Is he American?
Yes, he's American. What do you make you think?
He just seems like something a foreigner would do.
No, he ain't a foreigner. Old bird. I'll tell you who he is when the podcast is over. He told me not to say his name.
Wait, I know him?
You've seen him in there before. I'll tell you later. I can't tell you on here.
Is this Toby I went to school with?
No, it ain't Toby.
I'll
tell you, I ain't going to sit here and play a guessing game, because if you guess right, I still ain't going to tell you that's what it is, because he told me not to say his name. Peter,
I'd go to Toby's house after school in the back of his yard when he stayed with his stepmom. full of cages, but nothing was in them.
Well,
so I thought maybe it was Toby.
It ain't him. I tell you that, and I'm telling the truth. It ain't Toby. I don't know why he had those cages for. Dog, cat, something else, but not birds. No, it's Birdman's that got every kind of bird. Big flatbed truck, just pull in and come on by, get you a bird or two. Well,
that's the Birdman.
Birdman, yeah, that's a sponsor, yeah. Well, now I got to do old podcast sponsors. Who's sponsoring us? And it's old Coley's Snack Foods. Delicious snack foods. Every bite, they give us a donation. Well, not a donation, but they gave us to help keeping the pockets going, $25. So Coley's Snack Food, and there's a Bible page in every bag. Every bag you eat, pretzels, cheese balls, cracker, whatever. There's always a Bible page in every bag. They just tear them out of the bag. I found this out, Dunlap. It's something I didn't know. Boy. I ran into Mr. Coley's a couple of days ago when he come in to give me $25. He said that this is another great reason to buy this wonderful, delicious product, that prisoners are the ones who are tearing the pages out of the Bible and putting it in a bag. Isn't that something? Helping prisoners, get them back to work.
The prisoners do it?
Yeah, prisoners.
Like they're in prison, not after they get out of prison, to help them find their way in life.
No, I believe the way I understood it, Mr. Coley said, is the prisoner, they're still in prison. They go to chapel, good behavior, and you go in the chapel and they hand, they all get to ripping, tearing the Bible, putting the.
How does that help prisoners? How does that help them?
Keeps them busy doing something with the scripture as opposed to what other, stuff they could be doing in there.
Like what?
Oh, prison stuff. Stuff ain't no good.
So he's just using prison labor to stuff his Bible pages into the cheese balls or the red hot cheese balls.
I'm sure they get to snack on some of that stuff while they're putting the pages in there.
So you open up your bag of hot ranch cheese balls.
Oh, I'm good. I like them. Hot ranch cheese balls, one of the best coldest snack food you can get.
And you shove your hand down in there, you pull out the Bible page.
Well, I eat all mine first to get to the bottom. I don't reach for the Bible
page. I get the Bible
first.
page out first.
You eat first and then have a read.
Well, I like to get the Bible page out first.
You want. It's however you want to do it, yeah.
But how do we know how clean them prisoners? I don't want a prisoner's hands all over my hot ranch cheese balls.
They're working. You wash your hands, I'm sure, before you go to the chapel.
Why would you have to do that? There ain't no rules in prison.
There's all kinds of rules in prison.
But you don't follow them.
Oh, some of them don't. If you're taking the time to, instead of messing around with drugs or messing with your buddy or whatever it is that they do in there, if you'd rather be in the chapel, tearing out Bible pages, putting it in pretzels, whatnot, that you following the rules. You're doing something right. And that's why Coley is helping them through. You get a little scripture and give them a job, give them a purpose in life.
But so your reward for being a model prisoner is to give Coley's Snack Foods, Bible page in every bag, free labor so that he can profit off of it.
Like I said, they're probably snacking on whatever they get in there. If you eat prison food for a couple of years, you'd be dying.
Well, why? I don't want to eat snacks that prisoners have previously snacked on.
It ain't the bag that they got. I don't think they're handing them a bag. They ate some of it, then tear the Bible page, put it in there. It don't work like that. They just get bags, individual bags themselves. They're not eating out of everybody's damn.
I have a lot of questions.
That don't make no sense.
I have a lot of questions about this.
Well, I tell you what, I'll have old Mr. Coley's come on here.
Get him in here.
Well, if he ain't busy making a lot of snack foods.
He ain't got nothing to do.
What
Prisoners
do you mean he ain't got nothing to do?
all the work, apparently.
He's got to make the snack food. They just tearing the sheet of the Bible out and put it in a bag. That's all they doing. They wouldn't have nothing. They wouldn't have nowhere to put that Bible page if it weren't for Mr.
They just
Coley's.
Be ripping pages out of the Bible for no reason.
Well, no reason to be doing that, hell.
So that's Coley Snack Food.
Coley Snack Food, yes. Bible page in every bag. Delicious, delicious product, and we're happy, more than happy to have him as a sponsor, yeah.
Thank you, Coley's. And now I got a sponsor I'd like to talk about, Jackie. Well, it's Christmas time, folks, and you know what that means. Prostitution.
Hey!
So, what?
No.
Yes.
No, sir. No,
yes.
sir. We already had, no. We had this
Jackie.
discussion already. We ain't going to have no prostitutes as sponsors on this.
TT get TT Slot.
Oh,
She gave me $25.
All right.
Now she needs this advertisement to get her business going.
I said I don't want to help her business. She needs to be in some other sort of business. I ain't in the business of helping prostitution. I ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. Take that money back to her.
She has 4 kids, Jackie. We need to get the word out on her.
Oh,
She's got precious little Ariel, Mulan, Pocahontas, and Lucius Fox Jr.
Yeah.
And they all need Christmas presents.
Oh.
Orthodontia, their teeth is coming in at crazy angles.
okay. There's other ways to get Christmas presents except for out there selling it. About it, I don't want to have nothing to do with this.
Look, Jackie, let me just tell you about TT Slot's Christmas promotion.
I don't want to hear
Folks,
nothing about it.
I think you're really going to get a kick out of this. It's going to warm your Yuletide heart.
Oh.
What she's done is she's offering, again this year, her coupon books.
What?
I give her the idea. We was
Ow.
talking, well, I was talking, her mouth was otherwise occupied.
Right, I'm not gonna listen to this in here. I'm not
Of
gonna sit here and act like I can't hear this.
Her mouth was
Oh, enough!
full of me.
I ain't gonna have none of this.
But I said, you know how McDonald's gives out them coupon books?
What?
Why don't you print up some coupon books like that? And then she took me out and she said, why don't I just buy some fucking McDonald's
Hey,
coupon
watch
books?
your language, and I don't want to hear any of this.
And I'll just cross out Egg McMuffin and write in rim job.
All right.
And the
Enough.
thing is, Jackie, McDonald's will probably still honor these coupons.
I don't have no kind of coupons. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
So-
Now you made McDonald's mad. I don't want to have nothing to do with this.
It really just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for.
Okay.
That is a bargain, folks.
We don't have nothing to do with no prostitution. I'm saying it right now. And we don't have nothing to do with no McDonald's. Nothing on this podcast has anything to do with
Podcast.
either one of those.
So-
I don't want to hear it.
You can buy these from TT herself.
Oh, hell.
Follow her on Twitter. She's got a Pinterest board page up.
What?
Where it's mainly pictures of her kids, and every once in a while
Oh.
she'll illustrate a position.
No.
Like, look what I found out I can do.
All right.
Like a break, if she's had some kind of breakthrough.
I know.
TT works hard and researches. So that's TT Slot.
No.
You can find her in the back of the Home Depot
No.
or in that culvert by the interstate
Enough.
entrance.
Enough.
And just give her these coupon
We
books,
only-
$5. But you'll make the savings you'll get on sex with a
Okay,
prostitute
I'm not gonna sit here
and
and listen.
or
Enough, you're
McDonald's treats.
You're done.
You're gonna make that money back double, and you're gonna get rid of some pent up stress.
You ain't gonna make nothing.
And the holidays are stressful, ain't they, Jackie?
No. I don't want to hear about it no
They
more.
are. Why are you denying that?
All right. Enough about no TT.
That's TT Slot.
No TT Slot, no sponsor of this podcast. I have nothing to do with it. No, sir. Well, now we want to give a word out to our sponsors.
Christmas sponsor.
Christmas sponsor, I tell you what, sponsor for Christmas, sponsor any time of the year. Just one of the best sponsors you could have, one of the best products out there. I'm proud to have them as sponsors. Old Coley Snack Food. And this Christmas season, you want to get some, let's see what it says here. Yeah, Christmas mix. Yes, sir. Coley
Christmas
Snack
mix.
Food. Christmas mix, yeah. It's basically just like Chex Mix, whatever it is. It's the same thing. But on the back here it says Christmas Mix. Coley's Christmas Mix. It's delicious. Yes, sir.
That's pretty good. What Bible page in every bag?
Yes, sir.
You get the Christmas story in every bag?
I don't know. I don't know what's up.
Oh, you don't know until you open it, right?
Yeah, let's get in here.
It's right in my ear. It's right in my ear. It's right in my ear.
Well, it's just here. All right, well, that's good. Here, look at there. See what Bible page we got here.
Okay. 2 Corinthians.
Nope, not that one.
I guess it's not. I guess you don't get the Christmas story in every bag.
Well, no, you don't know. That's part of
You
the
don't
fun.
know. You could if you
don't know what you're gonna get. It's Bible
chowing
page.
down on a bag of Christmas mix.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty. Let me eat some.
Get some of that. All right, Coley's Christmas mix, yeah.
That is just like Chex Mix.
It's just like it, but it's got Christmas on it. Makes
Christmas
it better.
on the bag. I'm surprised they let them get away with putting Christmas on the bag.
Oh, you know, Coleys don't care. You can have a war on Christmas. You ain't going to have a war on Coleys. I tell you that right now. Christmas mix. Now, look, it's the best thing you can have, best thing for Christmas party. Your family over, get you some Christmas mix, put it in a bowl, or let one of the kids get in the bag, find the Bible page, whatever you want to do. Now, look, if you hate Christmas and you hate Jesus, you just go on down the store and buy you some Pringles or Lay's, because that's what they're for. But if you love Christmas and you love a holiday spirit, you ain't going to find nothing better to snack on this holiday season than Coley. Here, hand me that bag. I want some more of him. Have you Coley's Christmas mix. Yes, sir. So we thank you.
Thank you, Coley's, for giving us $25 and letting us eat in this bag of. Did they give us this bag of Christmas mix?
Oh, yeah, they did. He lets me take it. They know they in the store. I could just take them. I pay for all of them. But, you know, he
didn't give it to you special for this.
He give me $25.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Well, folks, I'd like to talk about another sponsor we got on here. Old TT Slot.
Oh, hell, don't.
She
Don't
is
do this again.
Probably my favorite prostitute
All
here in
right, it's
Murfreesboro.
Christmas. Please don't do this.
It is Christmas, and I told you last time about a promotion she was running where she got the McDonald's coupon books, and she crossed out like where it said quarter pounder, and she wrote in like I'll suck you off.
Enough.
And the thing about that is,
holiday Christmas thing. Why are you doing this?
The genius thing about that is you can still use the coupons at McDonald's if you go to a less discriminatory. Like if they just don't really pay attention, which is a lot of McDonald's, they'll still take that coupon.
All right.
So you can get the quarter pounder, or you can get the SO. Just depends what you're in the mood for. But she, TT, loves going to the movies. She told me she sees it as a form of escape. Sometimes she feels like that's when she's one of the only times she's truly herself. Also, she gets a lot of business. She's usually in the back row. So go down to Carmike Twin.
No!
She may be in the back row. And tell her you heard it here on a podcast. Use code.
Anybody don't associate this podcast with anything he's saying, and don't go looking for no prostitute in a movie theater. Are you crazy?
Use podcast code RSU Podcast.
No,
and she'll give you a discount.
No,
which you guys will have to negotiate right there on the spot. But she's got another promotion, being the cinema lover that she is. Lincoln.
What?
Which is in theaters now. You bring TT, your ticket stub from Lincoln, and she'll do you some sort of 1800 scenario, no extra charge.
What the hell are you talking about?
She'll do some kind of, like, she could be, maybe she's like a war prostitute out in the battlefield.
Enough.
She has a deal worked out with the local Civil War reenactors.
What?
Where they'll come in and just watch.
Oh.
I mean, if you want them to participate, you got to work it out yourself with them.
Enough of this.
But they'll come in and watch for TT. They all like TT.
Ain't no TT.
You want to do some kind of runaway slave thing?
No.
She'll call Oda Coletta, her partner.
Oh.
Some Harriet Tubman kind of deal.
Enough. I'm not going to sit here and hear this. We're trying to do a damn Christmas thing here, and you're bringing up... She ain't no sponsor. TT Slot, you're no sponsor of this. And I just don't want to hear it anymore.
Why can you turn... Jackie, Christmas is about Jesus. And Jesus was real nice to prostitutes.
Oh, I know he was.
So I think you need to be more like Jesus.
I'll be nice as I can be.
You're a hypocrite.
Jesus got her to quit doing what she was doing, and people quit throwing rocks at her and made a better life for her. If TT Slot wants to get her act together and quit doing that kind of behavior, then I'm more than happy to help a poor woman. But you ain't helping her by telling people to meet her in a damn movie theater. It's pitiful. Pitiful.
I ain't telling nobody to do nothing, officers. I'm saying TT will be in the back of the Carmike Twin.
All right.
For the 9 p.m. showing of
I know.
John Carter from Mars.
Oh, hell.
Which has been at the Carmike Twin for 8 months.
All right.
He's pretty good. I happen to have seen it about 9 times with TT Slot.
All right.
It's all, you can get it on DVD, but I keep going back. I guess that's why they still got it there. It's TT is helping the movie industry. Everybody's worried about.
She ain't helping nothing. Nobody quit.
They might as well Netflix who? T.T. Slot.
All right.
Has kept John Carter in movie theaters for months and months.
Right.
You could get that DVD for like $6 at Big Lots.
Just enough. Christmas, please. Just remember what time of year it is. Just please, for God's sake, shut your mouth.
So go see Lincoln.
No.
Bring your ticket stub. TT's waiting on you.
That's
She'll
it.
do it. Mary Lincoln
All
thing.
right.
I'm crazy. Do it.
Enough.
She should get an Academy Award nomination.
All right. Now I got to say a few words to our sponsors. I got a new sponsor here this week, and I tell you, it's a good quality sponsor. It's at a Tremper's Gun Shop on Broadway. You know where it is there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Just going in Tremper's, and right now they're running give me $25 to be a sponsor on here, and to let y'all know about the LaPierre special they have right now. And you just go up there at the counter, you go in there and get whatever kind of guns or ammunition you need, and just say, LaPierre sent me. And I tell you what, he'll set you up with what you're in there for, and you pay a little extra. And it all goes to the NRA, so they got to run that special right now.
That's a special?
And also on Tuesday nights, I'm going to be down there doing a little gun seminar for the children. So bring your youngins down and bring them in there as age from 7 through 10.
What?
Just bring them down. Jackie Brole's gun seminar.
What?
Yeah.
You're teaching a gun
I'm going
safety
down there
course?
Tuesday. I'm going down. It's not necessarily a safety course. I'm just, it's on Tuesday. I told them I'd do it.
Don't you have to have some kind of training or?
Oh, it's really I just give them sort of a pep talk is all, and everybody gets to.
Like, don't be afraid of guns.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And then, every kid gets to shoot a few rounds off, and, that's.
Don't you have to have a certificate or something for that?
Tremper, I got a certificate. I got a certificate of that, and that's called the damn Bill of Rights. That's my certificate. So anyway, come on down to Tremper's Gun Shop on Broadway. Come down there, and you got the LaPierre special. You just say LaPierre sent me, and NRA's going to do pretty good by you.
So Tremper's Gun Shop is charging you extra, sending the money to the NRA, and they have a senile old man handing your children guns.
All right. They all use the same gun. Take it out. It ain't nothing but just a handgun. We pass it around. It ain't like when each kid gets a gun. That's chaos.
I don't like to speak bad about our sponsors, but I'm going to tell you, Tremper's Gun Shop, stay away.
Hey, don't be saying that. That's our sponsor.
Well, I'd like to talk about my sponsor this week, Jackie, which is Gun Sonic.
What?
That's the gun shop in the old Sonic. Don't get confused and go to the new Sonic. That's an actual Sonic.
I know what Gun Sonic is.
Well, Mr. Prevno, he put in a gun shop in the old Sonic. He just put gun over the top of the Sonic sign.
Wait a minute. We just did a sponsor, Tremper's Gun Shop.
Yeah,
we
that's not the one.
I know that's not the one. That's our real sponsor. You can't have two. They're competing businesses.
Oh, I see. Gun control.
Well,
gun control.
It's
Jackie,
not gun control.
you are part of the anti-Second Amendment industry that has sprung up all over this country.
No, that ain't the case.
Call me crazy if you want to.
I'm not crazy. It doesn't matter. It just happens to be guns. If it was a car dealership and I had one, you can't have both of them as sponsor. You can't do that.
Okay.
They're competing businesses.
I'll concede your point for the most part, but I think this week especially, with the country going crazy, wanting to take our guns away, that if any week we needed two gun shop sponsors, it would be this week.
All right.
But mainly, I'm going to get a cut off any sales that come from Gun Sonic.
What?
So don't go to Tremper's.
Oh, don't go to Gun Sonic. I wouldn't go anywhere. I don't like how they run the business. I don't like it.
Well, it's easy as can be. You pull up in your car to the little speaker box. You press a button. You tell them how much ammunition you want, or what kind of gun, or a Confederate flag, whatever you want, and then the high school girl brings it out to you.
Oh, when I go gun shop, I want to go in to the counter. I don't want to sit there just because he had it in a Sonic shop. He shouldn't have set it up just like Sonic. He had the building. He could have had it. We go inside. That don't make no sense.
The only thing I don't like about it is I never know how much to tip. Oh, every time a girl comes out and brings me like my Hank Jr. belt buckle or whatever I just bought, I always say the same thing to her. I always say, "Hey, you forgot my limeade."
Well, she think that's funny.
Now she just gives me directions to the real Sonic. Because there's real Sonic. Let me explain this again. There's real Sonic. That's where you go get your tater tots, your chili pie. Gun Sonic.
It's an old Sonic that they shut down. I know what
guns.
it is.
They don't have. They have some like Zag Nuts and Zero bars and stuff in there. And candy bars. I guess it start with Z. Those are the only food they got in there. But you got to have something in there. I think that's mainly for old Mr. Prevno because he sitting in there all day gets hungry, needs something to snack on, get a Zag Nut, waiting for somebody to come in and buy some bullets. But I'm pretty sure he had a busy week this week.
I don't want to wait.
I didn't even get my Zag Nut today. I was so busy.
Well, I don't want to have to sit in my car and wait for my gun. I want to go in the place. That's the reason I go to Tremper's gun shop, like a regular damn gun shop. You go inside, look at what they have, and then you go to the counter and say what I want. I ain't got to sit in my car, run gas, wait for them to
you can take
hit
the
a
car
button
off
and talk in the thing. I don't know why he did that. Don't seem right.
Well, I like it. I think it's modern. I think it's where this country's headed.
Well,
because, I mean, if we're all going to get guns to be safer, well, no, we ain't going to have time to pull up, park, find parking, turn the car off, get out of the car. I'm exhausted by the time I even get in there. I may not even make a wise decision. I may get a gun that's not going to protect me properly when somebody's coming at me or there's a maniac on the loose.
All right.
But sitting in my car, you know, maybe I've just been to Real Sonic and I've got a delicious drink and maybe a tray of foods. Sometimes I just take a tray with me.
If you want to do business like you're supposed to do business, regular gun business, go to Tremper's Gun Shop.
I've had some protein.
You give him that $25 back. You can't have two.
I can make a great decision. He didn't give me $25. I just get a cut.
Well, he ain't the sponsor then.
Well, he's
Tremper's
the sponsor
Gun Shop.
If I get a cut off of all the
No,
sales.
that ain't no. You get it.
If you go in there and say, hey, you have to say this phrase exactly.
Tremper's Gun Shop.
Hey, I was listening to the Red State Update podcast. And
LaPierre sent me.
Come here
don't
to the
go to Gun Sonic.
And then I'll get a cut of that.
Right. Well, now it's time to do some of the sponsors we got on here. And this week's sponsors is Coley's Ammo Shack. Yes, sir. Coley's Ammo Shack. It's a good gun shop. You get in there too. There are a lot of good gun shops been opening up. We got a lot of business lately. Sponsors, of course. Last week we had old Tremper's Gun Shop, which is a good one.
And don't forget Gun Sonic.
Oh, Gun Sonic wasn't official. They didn't give you no money.
They did. Oh, that's right. They didn't.
They didn't give you no money. Don't say the name if it's a gun shop, but they didn't give
Tremper's
you no sponsor.
Gun Shop and then Gun Sonic.
Gun Sonic didn't give you no money.
It's in the old Sonic. Don't go to the new Sonic.
All right.
It's in the building where old Sonic is. You pull up there, you press the button.
All right.
The girl brings out the gun.
That's not an official sponsor. This week we got a new sponsor. It's Coley's Ammo Shack, like I said, and they got a special going on right now. And if you go down there to get you some ammo, get you some firearms, whatever you need, just when you get to the counter, say, send Piers Morgan home. And if you do that, you get you a free little Confederate flag, just a little small one, one of those little bitty ones. They get that if you remember to say, send old Piers Morgan home. Yeah, send it back to England. So that's our sponsor this week is Coley's Ammo Shack. Like I said, a lot of new gun shops open up around town, and that's our sponsor. That's one of the best right there. Yes, sir.
Oh, good sponsor, Jackie.
Yes,
good job. I got a sponsor this week, too.
You better not say TT Slot.
It ain't TT Slot, right, Jackie. Then. I got a new sponsor. It's Ready Rifles.
Ready Rifles?
Ready to shoot.
What?
That's their slogan.
What?
Ready Rifles. Over there by Sir Pizza.
That's the other gun. I just did one on Coley's Ammo Shack. You can't have conflicting.
He gave me $25 this time, though. I thought that was what the problem was.
The last one you said Gun Sonic, I didn't give you going to get a cutback or something from the sales.
No, this one up front, $25.
Well, you didn't run it past me. I don't know about
Ready Rifles. You would like it, Jackie. It's a good gun shop over there by Sir Pizza. So if you get picking up a pizza, Maybe swing by and get you
right.
a rifle from
All
Ready
right,
Rifles.
I don't know about that's official not. So that's enough.
Slogan: Ready to shoot. Ready Rifles. Ready to shoot. And they spell Ready Reddy.
You did not run that one past me. I don't know if that's official sponsor or not because we already got a gun sponsor, Coley's Ammo Shack, and that's like I said, got a deal going on there. But we also got they got another sponsor this week. Woody Tate, the guy with the guns. You need to go down there. That's a
what?
Where do I sponsor what?
You just got mad at me for doing a gun shop.
I didn't run that past with me. I talked to Woody Tate, and he said that's fine. I told him I was doing Coley's Ammo Shack, and of course, old Woody Tate said, guy with the guns, mention me too. It's okay. He didn't seem to mind. He said these days in America, we need to have as many advertisement for gun shops as we can get.
Well, why are you mad at me for Ready
Because
Rifles?
I didn't hear nothing about it. I don't know if I gave you $25 or not. I don't know if
they gave me $25. It's going right back into the podcast.
Well,
so Coley's Ammo Shack, Ready Rifles, Woody Tate, the guy with the guns. That's a good gun shop.
Yes,
good
it is.
job,
all
Jackie.
These, Red Rifles I ain't been to, but if you say it's all right, I guess. But the Coley's, you can't get some finer firearms and ammunition and Coley's and Woody Tate, the guy with the guns. Yeah, they're good, too good.
And I got another sponsor I'd like to do.
Yeah.
It's Capumos's Steak and Pasta.
Oh, yeah, you got them. Oh, yeah, that's good food. Good spaghetti.
Yeah, go down to Capumos's and get you, it's a steakhouse. They also serve some pasta with a Mediterranean flair.
Oh, yeah, it's good eating. They got one here in Murfreesboro, got one up in Nashville.
And they got these delicious garlic butter rolls.
I am.
Can't go wrong with Capumos's Steak and Pasta and Guns.
Yeah, it's good. Guns?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the whole reason. Capumos's Steak and Pasta is selling guns now. So after you get done with your delicious steak dinner, maybe it's anniversary, maybe a bunch of old friends getting together, company, office party, have it in the back room there. When everybody's done, swing back where the dishwashers are smoking and talk to Jim. He's the guy that can hook you up with the guns.
What, in the back of Capumos's?
Yeah, Capumos's Steak and Pasta and Guns. Jackie, these are important times in America, and everybody's doing their part, including Capumos's Steak and Pasta and Guns.
Well, good for them. All right, that's another good sponsor.
So that's four. We got some more gun shop sponsors. There's a lot of gun shops opening up. Ones that have been here got some advertising money because they're doing pretty good. We got a lot of them this week. We did pretty good on sponsors, Jackie. Should I just read these names off?
We got more gun sponsors?
Yeah, we got last week we had Trimpers and we had Gun Sonic and we got Coley's Ammo Shack.
Right, I said that.
Ready Rifles. Yeah. Woody Tate, the guy with the guns.
Yeah.
Capumos's Steak and Pasta and Guns. Glock City.
Oh, yeah.
Broom Baker's Guns and Palm, but mostly guns.
I know him, yeah.
First Methodist are selling guns out of that little coffee shop they got in the vestibule there.
They're selling guns?
Yep, First Methodist. Clem's Gun Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Trigger Happies.
I know that. Yeah, I've been there a few times, yeah.
Gun Crazy.
Well, I don't know about that name. I need to change that name, but it's a good shop, yeah.
There's that new store on the square. They're just calling it This Is Completely Obama's Fault.
Oh, I seen that one. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but I tell you, it's right to the point. That's a good name, yeah.
Don't forget about Just for Hunting.
Oh, yeah. I think they're about to go out of business.
There's Crosshairs Castle.
I am.
They sell guns and them inflatable castles for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Custer's Last Gun Stand.
Yeah.
All Kinds of Guns. Formerly AR-15 World.
Yeah, they changed the name, yeah.
Bang Bangs.
Oh, yeah.
You the Shooter.
Uh-huh.
Good Guys Guns.
Yeah.
Fight Backs.
Uh-huh.
Formerly Fight Blacks.
Well, don't bring that up. That was a long time ago.
That was different times.
Different times when they had that name.
And when they changed the name, all the clientele went over to Zimmerman's.
Oh, yeah, Zimmerman's over there, yeah.
Holsters and More.
Yeah. Yeah, they got more than holsters. They got guns there, too. You just think holsters. Most people get the guns one place and then go over there and get the holster. But they sell both.
Powder Fingers.
Yeah.
Clips and Dips.
Yeah, they ain't got dip there. It's just a funny name. They don't sell.
Tommy's Guns.
Yeah.
Gun Shop.
Yeah.
Gun Store.
Oh, yeah.
Guns.
Uh-huh.
Guns.
Yeah.
And Guns.
Oh, yeah, I like it there. Guns. Good. That Guns is one of the better gun shops we got here in town, yeah.
Yep, and that's pretty much it for our sponsors this week.
We did pretty good.
We did. I mean, there's more gun shops in Murfreesboro These are just the ones that give us $25.
Oh, you'd be reading about 4 or 5 more pages.
Yeah, I ain't got time to sit here all day, and this podcast would be like in 3 parts if I read all the gun shops in Murfreesboro.
Oh, yeah.
These are good times to be in the gun shop business.
Well, I reckon so, yeah.
So please visit our sponsors. I don't know if you got enough money to buy from all of them.
Right. Any of those fine sponsors, it'd be fine for you to shop at. Yeah, at least one of them. Get one of them.
Get one. Go,
or 2.
Don't be sitting around like a chump when it goes down.
Be ready. Well, now I got to talk about our sponsors here on Red State Update today. And everybody knows old Birdman. He's always pulling up all them birds. And, well, Birdman got a special just for 2 weeks only. You can come down here to the store, and I'll let you know where it's going to be. He said not to say specifically on here, come to the store. For some reason, it can't be out on the internet. But for 2 weeks exclusively, Birdman's going to be gunman. So he'll be putting up a truck, got all kinds of guns, all kind of gun needs, ammunition, holsters, everything you need. And for 2 days, we got Birdman's going to be gunman. He said just for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, that's it. And then after that, he said he'd be going back to being regular old Birdman. So come on down to the store. Next couple weeks, come down. I'll tell you exactly when and where. Or and then old gunman.
I have a lot of questions.
Well,
number one, it ain't legal when he's driving around with birds in the back of his truck selling them.
I don't know if that is not. I ain't no.
So there is no
police
way,
officer. I ain't no lawyer. I don't know.
On God's green earth,
he ain't no criminal.
That he is legally selling guns out of the back of his truck.
Well, I think it's okay. I think that's okay to do here in the state of Tennessee.
I don't think there is a state where you can just throw some guns, more than likely illegally obtained.
Why do you say that?
In the back of your truck.
You sitting there saying he steals birds. You just making Birdman, gunman, whatever he's going to be.
Okay,
you always making him out to be up to no good. I don't know why
because he sells birds from the back of his truck. That's why I ain't making him out to be no good. You just have to assess the situation, and you can tell.
What is wrong with a man making a living in this day and age?
He's not working at the plant. He's getting
That's
birds.
his specialty, is birds, and I guess now guns for a little while, and he's going back to birds. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I'll give you. Let's just drop the bird part. Although I am curious where all them birds are.
You can't just drop the bird part because I would have said just gunman's going to be there for 2 weeks. But everybody knows just gunman, it's Birdman really, but he's changed his name for 2 weeks, so that lets you know quality.
Well, how is that quality?
Because people know the Birdman. Everybody knows the Birdman. So they know if it's the Birdman is the same as the gunman, they know we're going to have a good... you're going to have a good product, going to get what you pay for. It's going to be a pleasure doing business with him.
I think he is a criminal.
Oh,
and
he is a sponsor on this podcast, and you're going to sit there and turn around. They give you $25, go sit there and turn around and call him a criminal. I think you owe him an apology.
I think he is, like most criminals, a trend hopper, and he knows that the birds ain't in the news like they may have been in the past. What people are talking about now is guns.
Well, yeah.
Specifically, Obama taking them.
Well, everybody needs more guns these days. He's doing a service, and you going to call him a criminal.
So he has somehow scored. Probably somebody ripped off a truck or murdered a cartel, and there's a bunch of guns, and he found his way to them, and now he's throwing them in his truck, looking for people who are friendly to criminals, like Jackie Broles.
I am not. He is a legitimate
pull up in
businessman.
their parking lots.
As a lot of you have a nerve. I tell you right now, you have a nerve to sit there and call one of my sponsors a criminal when you come on here, used to every week, and say that a prostitute was a sponsor. Now, the prostitution is illegal, as far as I know.
It is,
and that
Jackie,
she is a criminal. So you're the one saying that I got a criminal sponsor. You got old Tay Slot coming on here. That is a criminal right there.
Well, Jackie,
She is a prostitute.
it's funny you bring that up because I would like to introduce
Oh.
my sponsor this week. The sponsor
hell no.
I went out and
Well,
found.
you can't have criminal. It
And
is
her
legal to
name-
sell guns in this state. It is not legal to sell your body like that.
Her name is TT Slot.
Oh.
Folks, TT Slot is our sponsor this week, and
She ain't no sponsor on this show. Long as she's out there being a prostitute, she ain't no sponsor.
I talked to her about how worried Jackie's been about
Oh, hell.
her life and where she's going.
I ain't worried. She just ought not be doing what she does.
She said she's been thinking a lot about her life and where it's going lately.
Wow.
And she been saving up some money, and she's opened a daycare center.
What?
So, folks, our sponsor this week is TT Slot.
Ain't nobody gonna want to leave their
Daycare
children
center.
with a prostitute.
She-
What the hell?
She's not prostituting. She's turning her life around.
What?
She's running a daycare center.
What?
Why can you? Oh, so now people can't change.
I didn't say that. It's
Run
just the
them
way-
down.
I did mean it like that. I just sitting there saying,
And then when they get their lives together, hypocrite Jackie over here says,
I ain't
no.
being no hypocrite. I'm just saying anybody in their right mind ain't going to give to a known prostitute, going to let the kids. I'm sorry, but she got to change her ways. You can't just do it overnight. It takes time to build up reputation, get your life set up right. You can't just turn it on a dime.
She is hurting for business, so that's
Well,
why
that's why she should realize that. Bless her heart. I appreciate what she's trying to do. Don't get me wrong.
Well, maybe these people out there ain't big hypocrites like you who hate
it ain't
people,
about being
who
a
hate
hypocrite.
women,
Oh, hell.
and
What
what
has
women
this
do
got
with
to
their bodies.
I don't
Maybe
want-
they want to drop their kids off at
Oh,
TT Slot's trailer, and she will watch them and care for them, feed them, bathe them if they need it.
Oh.
She is a good mom. She's got all these
I
kids.
didn't say she was a bad mom. I never said anything about her personally. She shouldn't be doing what she's doing. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. than
Jackie, I'm
selling
telling
yourself
you,
like
she
that.
turned a new leaf.
Well, good for
no
her, but
more
she can-
prostitute
All right, fine.
like behavior.
I can't, in good conscience, just hearing this right now, tell someone to drop their children off with a woman that was a prostitute less than a month ago.
Pretty much last weekend.
Well,
she kind of
either
switched
way,
over.
either way.
So, folks, if you got kids and you're like, I can't take another minute with them, you can drive over to TT Slot's trailer, drop them off, come pick them back up whenever you feel like it. She's pretty flexible, literally.
Ain't enough.
And just come get them later. And
Fine.
it's not criminal. It's all licensed by the state.
What?
She went through all the proper channels.
You can't go through all the proper channels in that amount of time.
She's
She's been to
pretty
jail
sure
before.
she
You told
did.
me she'd been in jail before. She got to have a record. You can't just open up a daycare willy-nilly like that.
And she still has to kick up to Mr. Cheese.
What?
That's what I call him. Ricky.
Oh.
Mr. Cheese.
Hell.
I think he's a big pimp. But
What?
now he's wanting to branch out and get into the daycare center
Oh,
business.
hell.
Ain't money
That
in
ain't
them
no
daycare
sponsor.
centers.
All right, enough. There ain't
Look,
no sponsor.
I can't help Mr. Cheese, Ricky, put up the money to get her going. She saved up some, but she's always got to kick up.
Why would anybody leave their children with a prostitute and her pimp?
He
It
ain't
no
there.
kind of sponsor. He may show up to get his damn money.
I
You
will
don't
tell
know what
you
time
right
he's going to
now.
do that. You don't know what time a pimp's going to show up and ask for his damn money.
Mr. Cheese hates kids.
Oh,
he is not
hell.
going to be around. There's a bunch of fucking
Enough.
running nose
Enough.
brats there. He ain't going to do it. He will wait for his money. He's got plenty of money. We went out. He's got all these four-wheelers, Jackie, like 6.
All right.
We went out
It's
riding.
nice to hear you having a good time with some good people. That's good. You spending quality time with pimps and prostitutes.
He ain't. He
That's
think
nice.
he a pimp.
And bringing that on our podcast.
Ricky podcast. Ricky, Mr. Cheese, think he a pimp, Jackie, but he just knows.
All
girls.
right. I don't want to talk about it any more. If you want to see Birdman, now Gunman, for 2 weeks only, come down to the store. I'll let you know where it's going to be there.
And if you want to drop your kids off
Oh,
at
ain't
TT
nobody going
Slot,
to drop their kids off there. Well, And let's do our sponsors now. I got to do our sponsors on
Sponsor
there.
time.
I got a sponsor. It's a good sponsor we've had on several of these podcasts, and we got another one here from them, and they just one of the best sponsors you can have. It's old Coley Snack Food.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows Bible page in every bag, and I tell you what, old Coley's branching out, doing something what they done right now, and branching out in ammunition.
Ammunition.
And, yes, sir. Every bag of Coley Snack Food got a Bible page and a bullet. And I tell you what, you won't get those snack foods right now because the way Obama's taking away ammunition, going to take away magazines, drums, clips, all that stuff, going to narrow it down, and you're going to need your ammo. So get your bag, get your little snack, get your bullet, and read the Bible page. Yeah.
Just in the bag?
Yeah, just bullet, Bible page, every bag, yeah, just like it was. They just added a bullet to it.
What if you stick your hand down there and get a handful of chips and you eat a bullet?
Well, you smart enough not to eat a bullet? You know
How
better
you
than
know
that.
there's a bullet in there?
Well, they put stuff in Cracker Jacks all the time. They got something in there. You eat your Cracker Jacks, don't you? You don't
They don't put a bunch of different.
That.
They don't put bullets in it like metal. They have a little. You can eat
compass or
the
whatever.
thing in the Cracker Jack.
No, you
wouldn't
could
hurt
not.
You.
You choke to death if you eat like a little compass, whatever hell they put in there. They put all sorts of stuff in Cracker Jack pies.
You see a cardboard. It's usually like a decoder or a tattoo.
Yeah, you still choke to death, kill you if you ate one of those. But you don't hear about nobody doing that. You just know it. If you know it says right there on the bag, bullet and Bible page on every bag, it says it right there. You can't read.
It seems like it's really opening themselves up to somebody choking on a bullet.
Well, I don't think anybody gonna choke. Yeah, watch what happens in, and that happens. Liberals be all over it. Tell you what, Coley Snack Foods, you want to get that? That's a double threat to Obama right there. Bible page and a bullet in every bag. He don't like that.
He don't like a Bible.
No, sir. Only time he likes a Bible is when he gets sworn in.
And then he's probably like, get this away from me.
Yeah, after he's done, yeah.
Are we done?
Are we done here? Get rid of this. I don't care who it belongs to. Just
throw it out a window for all I care.
Throw it in the damn corner. Are we done? I'm pressing it again, right? All right, take this. Shove it up your rear end.
So, bullet, Bible page, and Coley Snack
Coley
Food.
Snack Food, yeah. Get them right you can. Right now.
For they're outlawed.
That's right.
Then maybe they could do some sort of like legal finagling. So maybe he'll outlaw bullets, take your bullets away, and Coley can say, well, these are not in chip bags. Take it to the Supreme Court.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Coley's did that.
He's pretty good. Bible page and a bullet.
Every bag. So get out there and get some Coley and delicious snack food on top of it. It ain't all
what's in there.
Yeah.
Because eventually they're going to start putting so many things in the bag, ain't going to be no chips left.
Oh, there's plenty of chips in there. You know how you buy a bag of Lay's, half of it's full of damn air. Ain't never full
half
all
of this bag's going to be full of bullets.
And a Bible page. Read your scripture. Stock up. Load up.
Well, that's a good sponsor you got there, Jackie.
Is. Yes, sir, it is.
I got a sponsor this week, too.
Oh, you better not.
No, it ain't TT Slot.
All right, good.
It is the Newtown Massacre Conspiracy Theorist Club.
What?
Now, they gave me $25 just to mention they're looking for new members.
What the hell kind of club is Newtown Conspiracy? What?
The Newtown Conspiracy Massacre Theorist Club. It's a bunch of guys. They used to be in Moose Lodge, and they closed the Moose Lodge down.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them started up this new club. It ain't connected to the Moose Lodge other than they just already knew some of the rules and protocol. They kind of had a framework to build their Newtown Massacre Conspiracy Theorist Club
What
on.
kind of club is it?
Oh, they just, how guys do when they get away from the wives for a little bit. They have a few beers and play some darts. And,
What's got Newtown got to do with it? That ain't no kind of club I won't be in.
They talk about how the Newtown Massacre Conspiracy, it didn't happen. It's a conspiracy.
What?
The actors and false flags and all that stuff. And they do some stuff. They go to the hospitals, work with the kennels to take some dogs, see sick people.
Well, that's all well and good. I don't see why you got to put something horrible attached to it. That in Newtown, that's pitiful. What do you mean?
Well, they just wanted to get the word out if other people, were watching YouTube and seeing, just things that make you think, huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
And then they, that maybe the whole thing just didn't happen.
What the hell you mean it didn't happen?
Well, some people just think it didn't happen. I don't know. I'm just taking their money and plugging them on the radio.
I understand.
That's all I got to do.
Wanting to be in a club if you wish it didn't happen. I understand that. If that makes you feel
that would
better.
be a depressing club, Jackie.
Well,
that club is just America. That's that club.
Well, that sounds like a depressing club anyway. If you're just sitting around talking about a horrible tragedy, why would you want to be a club get together? What do you mean it didn't happen?
That's what they say. Doesn't that sound like a more fun club? Be in the club where it didn't happen.
Don't know.
Be in the club where Obama gave them all scripts and they read from those scripts. There's a YouTube video right now where they got the cover page of the script. It's like Third Draft by Barack Obama, Newtown Massacre.
Why? Imagine what those parents think of something like that. That's not funny.
They don't think, Jackie. They read their lines. They draw on their improv experience in front of the cameras. They look. I'm not the one paying their SAG dues. That's Obama.
Well, I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. It's a horrible thing. It happened. You can't sit there and pretend it didn't happen. I understand wanting to have a little club and pretend everything's okay, but no, that's pitiful. That happened. All those children, it's pitiful.
They do a picnic. They're planning them a big Memorial Day picnic where they're going to have like them races where you put the spoon in your mouth and put an egg on it, and then the sack races and tie your leg together. And then they're going to watch some raw news footage from Connecticut, and then they're going to do some grilling.
What? Well, ain't no kind of club I want to be involved with. I don't know if I want them to be a sponsor. I don't like the sound of that.
Well, I talked to the 9/11 Conspiracy Theorist Club.
Oh, hell, that's crazy, too. What, the 9/11 Conspiracy Club? Has that got anything to do with the Newtown Club?
There's a little bit of crossover, but some of the 9/11 Conspiracy Theorist people think that the Newtown Massacre Conspiracy Theorist people are giving them a bad name. There's a little bad blood, and some of the people are kind of awkward, in an awkward position where they're in both clubs.
What?
Just small-town politics, Jackie.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know what to think about. Those both sound like two clubs I don't want to have anything to do with. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring it up next time I go to my moon landing conspiracy club. I'll bring up this stuff. I didn't know these things were out there. That's pitiful.
You still doing that?
Oh, yeah. We have big time, yeah.
Oh, man. I remember when you went to the cancer ward in the children's hospital.
Yeah, we went there and showed them all old Walter Cronkite on TV.
You really cheered them up.
Full of it, yeah. They said, look at that, man. That's a liar right there. You show a kid that.
It's funny.
That's what they learn in life. You be able to point out the liars.
I used to think Walter Cronkite was Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, you can see the resemblance. You get confused there, yeah.
I thought he had one job in the afternoon and another job in the morning.
Right. Well, back in those days, they did.
Wait a fucking second.
Hey, what?
What if he was Captain Kangaroo?
What are you talking about?
I got to start a club.
What? Well, it's time to do our sponsors here.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to step on you.
Well, it's all right. You got something else to say?
Hey, it's a podcast. Things just...
Say whatever hell you want. I don't care. You want to talk some more about this? I thought we were going to do sponsors.
You want to know what I was going to say?
Not really.
What difference does it make?
What difference does it make?
John Kerry, Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
But really, we should have dropped this about 3 minutes ago.
I don't know what else to say. What difference does it make? That's all I got to say about it.
So, sponsor time. Did you get a sponsor this week?
Well, this week I didn't. And that's what I was going to say. I was hoping you got something decent. I don't want to hear what I think I'm going to hear. But this week, old Coley's called me up. Something happened. I don't know what it is. They're dealing with some courts. Lawyer. Coley Snack Foods.
Is this because last week we said that Coley started a new promotion, a bullet in every bag.
Somebody was saying some government typical, said you got to put choking hazard written on it, on the bag before you put the bullet.
Chips.
And he got to go to court, and he's dealing with that, and he said, I can't help you this week. He felt bad about it. He said once he get this straightened out, he'd be a sponsor again. He didn't have time
to fool with this.
His hands are tied right now, unfortunately, with all that stuff.
Get away from me with his foolishness.
Typical bureaucrats just coming in, got to put this on the bag, choking hazard. Bullet. It says there, a bullet in the bag, what do you think it's going to do if you eat it? People are ignorant, I tell you. People are just ignorant nowadays. But anyway, so we lost a good sponsor there. We don't have him, but soon to be come back. Still a great product, so, yeah, I ain't got no sponsor this week. Who you got there?
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I ain't got no sponsor either, Jackie. I guess it's going to be a slim sponsorship money week around here.
We ain't got no sponsors?
No.
You said we got to have a sponsor every week. I thought you had.
Well, I thought you'd have one. But I was I was in talks with TT Slot.
Oh, hell, that ain't no kind of sponsor.
And she's going through something similar with the choking hazard thing. I mean, usually she's the one that.
All right. I don't want to hear it.
No, but if y'all remember, TT Slot is a longtime sponsor of the podcast, former prostitute.
She is not.
And she has opened up a daycare center now. She's trying to change her ways. And she ain't running from it. She ain't ashamed. I mean, that's what she calls it now, is TT Slot, former prostitute's daycare center.
Oh, hell.
Because she's like, I live my life the way I want to, and now I'm not a prostitute anymore. I want to run this daycare center. And she was doing good at first. A lot of single dads. A lot of dads had the kids for the week. Divorced dads dropping their kids off every morning. She was pretty good daycare center runner.
If she ain't a sponsor, why are you telling me this?
Well, I'm telling you why she ain't a sponsor. She got kicked out of her house.
Oh, hell.
So now she's in a van, and she's working on like a portable, she living in a van, so daycare center just come to you. You put your kids in the van, they can sit in the driveway, or they can.
What?
She can ride them around.
No, nobody gonna put a child in a van with a prostitute. Are you crazy?
She take them to McDonald's playland.
No.
And then,
Enough.
Throw them in the van when they get tired. But she's, going through some changes professionally. And
let her go through a change without talking about it on here. Enough. If she wanted to get,
she was like, you know what? I got $15. Let me give you that.
All right.
And I was like, that's the kind of woman she is, because she just wanted. She said, you know what? I'm going to explain to everybody. Oh. You keep that $15 and put it on my tab.
All right.
Why are you mad? She ain't a prostitute anymore. I mean, she's had a couple slip-ups, but for the most part, she just has sex recreationally.
Okay, you and TT Slot talk about all that mess somewhere else. Don't do it on here.
But
she ain't no sponsor.
She's not a sponsor, so I guess we need some new sponsors. Because the Birdman is seasonal.
Yeah, that's that right now.
Coley's has legal troubles.
Well, just currently, not permanently. Just
kicked out of the house.
That wasn't no sponsor to begin with.
The gun stores are too busy ringing up sales.
They don't really need advertising no more. We went there and said, we just fine. I appreciate it. But
the Newtown Massacre Conspiracy Theorist Club, I thought everything went okay with their spot last week, but they got all paranoid about it.
Wow.
They're like, we don't think it's a good idea. Who's listening to this? It goes out there. Who's listening to it? I was like, well, I don't know. People download it, and they're like, who are they?
You can't. It's all out on the computer. You don't know who's looking or listening to nothing.
They're kind of naturally paranoid.
Well,
I mean, I don't think they'd mind me saying that. So we got a lot of good sponsors. I'm just saying they're not real dependable.
Well, right now they ain't, and it's just circumstances. I got a good sponsor this week. We didn't have any last week, and luckily we had a few people contact us, and good little bookstore right there on East Main. Glory Shelf. The Glory Shelf.
The Glory Shelf.
Yes, sir. It's a nice Christian bookstore.
Yep.
You got it, all good kind of Christian reading, anything you want. Lots of Bibles, different kinds of Bibles, all the, the good kind. I'm assuming they just have the good kind in there.
What are the bad kind of Bibles?
Well, some of them mix it up, too many pictures, this and that. Bible takes reading. I mean, you have a special Bible for little children, that's one thing, but
not for grown-ups.
Years ago, and my fault, I don't go to Bible school or church like I should. I'll be the first one to tell you. But, years ago, my wife wasn't in the shape she's in now. We'd go on Wednesday night, and there's one woman everybody get the Bibles out, turn the page, whatever, Corinthians, whatever they do in that week, and she always had, it looked like a coloring book to me. She's 34, 35 years old, and as far as I know, nobody told me something wrong with her, so I never understood why she just had a picture book. Bible's for reading.
I don't like modern translations either. Like,
I don't like it when they take it. The Bible's supposed to be hard to read. It's supposed to be tough. You got to get through that. It ain't supposed to, when they make it all sound like, and then Jesus went over here and did this and that. No, it's got to be, you got to have your these and your thous. You got to have all that stuff in it. But I'm getting off subject here. The Glory Shelf's got plenty of the right kind of Bibles, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Statues.
Got lots of statues.
Knick-knacks,
got a lot of CDs, gospel music in there by a bunch of different.
Church puppets.
Got some church puppets there in the back for children. Yeah, when you go, Sunday school Bible class.
Pictures of Jesus.
Lots of pictures of Jesus, all kinds of pictures of Jesus.
On your wall.
Yeah. Got little figurines, little Jesus figurines doing all sorts of stuff.
They got ice cubes.
Ice cubes?
In the shape of crosses and like ice cube trays. Pour the water in there, or fruit punch if you're making a popsicle, look like crosses.
I didn't see
those are back in the back, like at Target when they have the dollar stuff near the door. But they're pretty cool.
I guess
it's good for a party.
Yeah.
Mixers.
So pretty much all your Bible needs, any kind of your Christian readings and, anything like that, they got in there. Figurines, pictures, music, books, all that stuff. Posters.
Yep. Nothing that's going to offend you.
No, sir. No, you ain't going. If you want to go to a Christian bookstore, you go to the Glory Shelf. And I ain't going to be, you're going to walk in there and say, this is it's everything I expected from a Christian bookstore and more.
Yep. It's pretty good. As far as Christian bookstores go, it's pretty good.
Yep.
Ted and his boyfriend Ralph have been running it for years.
Boyfriend? What?
What do you mean?
They ain't together. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Ted and Ralph, they've run that store forever. What do you mean they boyfriends? What do you mean by that?
What, they're a gay couple.
They ain't no couple. What are you talking about?
That run the Glory Shelf.
They're business partners.
Yeah, they're partners, all right. Open your eyes, Jackie. The Glory Shelf is run by a gay couple. People may not say it out loud.
I ain't never heard that. What do you?
Well, I guess people ain't saying it out loud. I just said that.
Yeah.
You just have to know when people say, "Oh, and Ted and Ralph were there," then they cut their eyes, look at the other person.
Well, I know Ralph's a little, or seems that he's a song leader. But I never thought Ted'd be that. Never took him for one of them.
Yep. The Glory Shelf, folks. Brought to you by the Glory Shelf this week. Come on by, see Ted and Ralph, and get you a picture of Jesus.
Ted and Ralph.
A Bible, some Sunday school literature.
Are
you okay?
I'm fine, hell.
That's a good sponsor. I'm glad. Who gave you the money, just out of curiosity? Was it Ted or Ralph that gave you $25?
Yeah, it's Ralph.
Yeah. All right, so I got a good sponsor this week. This is exciting news. It's one of my favorite stores here in Murfreesboro. It's over there by the school, not the side of the school where the new stuff is, on the side of the school where the old stuff is.
You bought the campus.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Wizard Beards.
Wizard Beards?
You never drove by Wizard Beards?
No, I ain't drove by Wizard Beards.
Oh, I love to go in Wizard Beards.
What
are you going to find today in Wizard Beards?
What the hell is in Wizard? What is Wizard Beards?
Oh, they got all sorts of cool stuff, Jackie.
I don't know if every time you get a sponsor, I don't know what the hell Wizard Beards.
Wizard Beards been there a long time. You like silver rings shaped like dragons?
What? No.
Do you like fake medieval tapestries?
Hell no.
What about Grateful Dead T-shirts?
Oh, no. I don't like any of that hippie stuff.
Marijuana smoking paraphernalia?
All right, enough. This ain't no kind of sponsor. Hell no.
They are a legal business, Jackie. If you want a pipe that is shaped like a wizard pipe.
What?
Or a pipe that is shaped like a pipe that Wind in the Willows animals might smoke.
Ain't no kind of pipe I want. I don't want no pipe? Why does everybody...
What are you into when it comes to bongs?
Oh, hell.
You like just business?
I don't want to go jail. I don't do any of that stuff. I want to keep my head on straight. I ain't doing that mess.
A regular bong. I don't want to get into no kind of... Just give me something that's going to help me get high.
They got enough. That ain't no sponsor of ours. Hell
but maybe when your friends are all over to sit around smoke dope, you like to put on a little show. Like, hey, wait till you fellas see this bong.
Oh,
everybody's like, oh, I can't wait. Dunlap has the best bongs. Oh. I do, and they all come from Wizard Beards.
All right, that ain't no sponsor. I ain't have no sponsor that sells drugs.
Is shaped like King Kong climbing the Empire State Building, and on the top of the Empire State Building is a pot leaf.
What the?
And that's what he's up there trying to get.
They need to keep that stuff in New York. We don't need it here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Wizard Beard need to be out Colorado, wherever the hell else.
I tell you, we don't need it, but I think it helps give Murfreesboro a cosmopolitan air. I mean, we could smoke pot out of a damn apple or a toilet paper tube or Coke can, whatever. But
you ought not be smoking that out of nothing.
Sometimes you want to dress it up with something that looks like Prince Valiant.
What?
Sometimes you want smoke out of Prince Valiant's head.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look, Prince Valiant got me high as hell.
All right, enough.
That should be Wizard Beard's slogan. But I think their slogan is just come to Wizard Beards.
Well,
they do get a little lazy.
Well, I hope people listening to this ain't got no reason
but you
to
don't
go to
have
Wizard
to go.
Beards, whatever the hell it is.
They've got... are you a juggler? Do you work at a Ren fair?
What?
They've got weird things you can juggle.
This sounds like the worst damn place on earth.
Do you need some incense?
Nobody in their right mind needs incense.
They got it.
Hell.
Hey, when was the last time you bought a poster of a reggae person?
A reggae person?
Probably been a long time.
I ain't ever bought a poster of a reggae person. What the hell am I going to do with a poster of a reggae person?
Put it on your wall?
Hell no.
Sit on a beanbag underneath it and get high as fuck.
No,
what else do you do with
watch your mouth.
Poster of a reggae person?
Watch your damn mouth.
You like Bob Marley? Yeah, sure. You want to get high? Yeah. Yeah, they got all that stuff at Wizard Beards, the best head shop in the Mid-South.
If you got your head on straight, you don't need to be going anywhere near that. Why don't you go down to the Glory Self, a real sponsor we got, and talk to Ted. And he'll set you up with some good Christian literature. Well, I reckon we better get on to the sponsors, Ian. So we got us some sponsors here.
Good sponsors this week, Jackie.
How'd you get you one?
I got me a good sponsor. Give $25. Go to the podcast fund for us to talk about them a little bit on here. And I hate to sound like a salesman, but, you know, these things don't pay for themselves.
Well, no.
It costs us about $50 to come down here. What? Snacks and
the beer, somebody could pay for the beer you're drinking out the cooler.
Oh, sure. Always about you.
Well, no, I'm just saying reimburse. I mean, it does. I just sitting there thinking, oh, he's full of it. But then I got to thinking, no,
we eat a lot of your chips. We eat drink a lot of your beer.
It's mine, though. I mean, that shit comes out of my store. I run the store. You taking all this is...
Well, you the one want to do a podcast.
I did want to. What the hell you mean do a podcast?
You ain't supposed to pay nothing for it? Just everybody else give and give, and you just sit up there on the throne. Jackie King Brawls.
I wasn't putting this money toward the beer you're taking. I'm figuring it out now, $25. Of course, that ain't going to cover hardly none of it, but...
It's a start.
All right.
Well, this week, one of our sponsors, folks, is this is really timely because here it is, tax season again, and if you're like me, you don't want to give one fucking dime to Obama.
Hey, language.
Well, we got you covered. Come on down to Tax Whiz.
What?
Just off the square here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and you're going to want to talk to old Don Podge. He's one of the smartest fellas I know, and he's got it all figured out.
Don Podge.
Don Podge, he knows, that it's unconstitutional taxes are.
What?
So you come down here, get all your ducks in a row, all your forms and your papers and your receipts. Come on down here. $25. He'll give you a paper that says taxes are unconstitutional. That's Don Podge at Tax Whiz.
That's all legal, though,
It's
right?
all legal. Oh, yeah, that paper's legal. That'll stand up, take it up to the Supreme Court. He's figured it out. Don Podge is an accountant. He's a minister at that little church that they're running in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Behind where Burger Queen used to be.
Yeah.
They never did anything with that space, so he's kind of squatting on it. He's also a member of the militia, the Short Mountain Militia.
Oh, up there, yeah.
So when they come to get you, they got a room you can hide in on the compound. Let them try and take it. That's their motto at Tax Whiz.
Well, all right, then.
He's a smart guy. I wouldn't get on here and tell you to do anything
I
that
didn't
was
say you
illegal.
would. He's right about a lot of things. If he knows how to get around it, that'd be well worth my $25. I say
Yep,
that.
it is not. If you're an American, you don't have to pay taxes.
Well,
According to Don Podge at Tax Whiz. Don't take my word for it. Take Don Podge's.
yeah, well, that's a good sponsor here, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
mind
all,
having
it's on everybody's mind.
that one. Yeah, right now, this time of year.
Like nobody wants to pay taxes, even when we have a good president.
I'm just glad that.
When you got a lousy one, you do not especially want to pay
That's
taxes.
right, yeah.
Because it's like you're giving an idiot money to do things you hate.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
So why, who in their right mind would do that? So come on down to Don Podge. If you give him an extra $15, he'll put that paper in a frame for you, and you can hang it up over your kitchen table or your computer or wherever you work on Excel files.
That sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, it's Don Podge at Tax Whiz. Don't let the government take advantage of you anymore. Get on Don Podge's side.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's a good sponsor. Yeah,
Tax Whiz.
I'll may take some of my papers down there, yeah.
It's all legal. Don't worry about a thing.
Well, all right. If it's legal, you know your way around that stuff. You know what you're doing, yeah. Tax Whiz, all right. I got a sponsor this week, too. It's a good one, and it's one I'm happy to have on this podcast here.
Podcast.
And it's the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Oh, Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Yeah, putting on shows, doing all sorts of things.
Oh, they put on some of the best plays I've ever had to sit through.
I sat through one mystery, and I still don't know who done it.
That's a good mystery. That's a good play.
Keeps your head working, wondering. Yeah, they do all the shows. I seen, like I said, one or two, but I know a lot of friends, children, kids are in it, one of the members or whatever, and they do all sorts of shows, and they got a show coming up. I got it here on a program they made up for me. And it's coming up next month, all through February and March, looks like here. Toward the end of February through March, yeah. And it's, well, hell.
What's it called?
I don't want to say that. It's a new musical. I'll say you this way. That ain't no kind of title to have.
What? Let me see it.
Right there. It's GD This Horse. Look at it right there.
Goddamn Miss Horse.
GD This Horse.
A new musical.
I want to help out the theater, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. That's blaspheming right there in the title.
There's a lot. I ain't going to say right now. I don't mean to say nothing about the show. I ain't seen it. But it
looks
I'm gonna
like
say right now, some people aren't going to go see it, and I feel weird about it. I want to support Murfreesboro Play Actors Club because I seen some stuff they did.
You got to go see this, too. You tell me Janie Pritchard's daughter's in it.
Daughter's in that. She got the lead in it.
She's a horse?
I don't know about that. I hope not. That's with that name.
Well, you know what's happening. There's some behind the scenes drama at the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club. They got that guy, new guy come down from Chicago, took over.
Yeah, come down from Chicago and is writing these original
shows,
musicals. Yeah.
But everybody's been talking about it like, oh, he's a genius. He's a true artist.
Yeah.
So I guess he thinks, goddamn his horse or something, Murfreesboro. Wants to see. It says in the vein of Oklahoma
Wow.
and the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Well, I like both of those. Apple Dumpling Gang, you got to have Don Knotts. Ain't no.
There's no Murfreesboro equivalent of Don Knotts.
No, it ain't nowhere. Can't do that.
Well, I might go see that. Cussing in the title, that gets me intrigued.
There's going to be some people. I'm just going to say, I'll tell you right now, and I don't know about this fella come down here. Might be a good show, may be good show. I like a musical, I like songs sometimes. But with that kind of name, I don't know.
They could have just called it Damn Miss Horse.
That damn ish horse I'd go see.
Like Damn Yankees.
You wouldn't have to tell me nothing about it. Damn Yankees, damn ish horse.
Or the Damn King and I.
What?
The Damn King and I.
That's not the name of it.
No, but it's funny to think about.
Where's
that damn king at? Hey, him over here.
Damn South Pacific.
South Damn Pacific. Let's go.
South Damn Pacific. Yeah, just put damn and all of them make them better.
Yeah, but not goddamn.
No.
That gets people upset.
No.
Here in the Bible Belt, you can't just cuss in the title of a play and expect little old ladies. That's going to cut down on their matinee audience.
Well, I tell you, if they're going to put on that little marquee thing I got out to hang on the door, they need to put GDS horse. People don't know what that means.
Maybe put asterisk. When you put a sign up on a marquee, do they even have asterisks?
What?
Like when you put it up on a marquee.
Oh, not ashes.
No, star.
I know what you mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't want to judge it, but I don't like that name. I'll say it right now. Maybe if he wrote that show and wrote them songs, he think he could change.
Well, here, it says here,
name for it.
a cowboy on the Western Plains has trouble with his wife, his daughters, his heart condition,
Yeah.
and his horse. Learn about life, love, and the American dream as only the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club can present it to you.
Well, that sounds good right there.
Right.
That sounds like something I'd want to see.
Goddamn his horse.
I don't
playing
like that
through
name.
February and March.
That ain't no kind of name. You need to change the name of it. It sounds like they're ruining a good show with that name.
Written and directed by Victor Mileage.
Yeah.
That's a guy from Chicago.
Yeah.
Huh.
Young fella.
Young fella.
Yeah.
Why, if you're young and from Chicago, why would you come to Murfreesboro?
I ain't going to pass judgment. I don't know. Murfreesboro, good town. Some people want to get. Why the hell? What do you want to get out of Chicago?
Yeah, gun violence.
I'd be moving.
Obama's buddy up there, running
Well.
that city into the ground.
Well, if he's
Proud American Midwestern city ruined.
most people like theater, work in theater like Obama. That's just the way it is.
Yep. That's why,
A lot easier to come like Obama down in Murfreesboro, right, than up there in Chicago.
what?
Dodging bullets. Of course, you may dodge a few here for different
You
reasons.
come out here and write a play called Goddamn His Horse.
Well,
Somebody
I don't want to judge a fella. I'm sitting there. I know a lot of people in the production. I know Miss Willie's on the piano in there playing the music. So I know there's some good people
Still.
involved. I just did the first time I read the name of it. I didn't know. So I don't want to sit here and talk bad about it. I don't know what the show is. Everything you read out of there sounds good about it except the name.
Well, I guess we'll gotta go see it now. They give us $25. Maybe they'll
Well.
give us a compass in.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see about that name.
Would
Maybe
you be
they change it.
ashamed to go in and see a show with GD in the title?
I'm usually ashamed to go anything kind of show like that, but
Yeah.
name don't make it any easier. I'll say that right now.
We wear disguises,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
sunglasses, and hats. And we're actors.
Well,
That's what
just
they
like
do.
them up on stage. See what they did to us?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I hope it's a good show, and best of luck to all the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club
Well, let you know.
and the cast and crew of Goddamn His Horse.
All right, just say GD this horse. That's what we're going to call it on this purpose.
Censorship,
GD
Jack.
this
You
horse.
can't. You're interfering with
It ain't censorship.
artistic
I ain't going to say
intentions.
blasphemy right there in the name. And I ain't even mad.
Oh, man,
you got to get me mad to say that, and I feel I have to, ask for forgiveness when I do say it. So I ain't going to say it for just some.
This play
show.
is tearing this town apart.
Well, let's see what happens with it. Well, got to put a word in for our sponsors this week. And I tell you what, I got probably the best sponsor we've had so far. We had a lot of great sponsors. We've had him before, but not in this capacity. Starting next weekend in the parking lot of Luby's is Birdman's Monkey Show. Yeah, everybody know Birdman. Got all birds, but this time it's seasonal. And this show is Birdman's Monkey Show. So Birdman's Monkey Show going to be in the parking lot of Luby's. Get your tickets. I think you can get them on a computer. Just look up Birdman Monkey Show or Birdman's Monkey Show. And he gave us $25 to be a sponsor. I'm proud to do it. I'm going to go down there. I know I'm going to see it. I've seen it once before. And it's a hell of a show. It's good. You like monkeys? There's no birds in it. It's Birdman that does it. But there's no birds in this show. It's just... He got him a trained monkey, and, birds come and go. He sells birds. You don't keep a hold of a bird. Some of them been trick birds, this sort of thing. But that monkey, hold on to. That monkey make you money for the rest of you or its life. It will. You got a trained monkey. So Birdman's Monkey Show down the parking lot of Luby's next weekend. It's a hell of a show. I don't want to spoil it for you. You got a lot of... You got a lot of tricks, a lot of twists and turns in store. Get your tickets now.
So, the Birdman, who illegally buys and sells birds.
Nobody says it's illegal. You're the one that says illegally. I ain't never seen him get no trouble with the law yet.
Through some of his shade, he doesn't get in trouble with the law because he pulls up in the parking lot and doesn't tell anybody where he's going to be, and he leaves before the cops get there.
I ain't never seen the police here looking for him.
And somewhere along the way, with his nefarious, shadowy dealings, he come across somebody's like, hey, I got this monkey. You want to buy that?
Well, you ain't made shadowy all this stuff. If you deal in animals, you probably going to hear, I'll take 4 or 5 birds a day. And they said, I got this, while you're here, got on special, got a bear out back or whatever animal. You don't know what it is. So you going to run into that sort of stuff. I don't know what you got to say. They're shady. He come across a trained monkey and put him to good use.
So he's got this poor monkey probably. Where does he keep a monkey? In the back with the birds in his truck?
He keeps it in a monkey hole. It's separated from the birds. He called it a monkey hole. It's like a big black box. Got a hole you shut the latch to. You can't have a monkey around birds. Can't have them together. So he keeps a monkey in a monkey hole. Bird does not like a monkey. Bird don't. I don't know what it is. Bird just they screech and holler anyway, but they get twice as bad around a monkey. And you'd be surprised you don't know this. And unfortunately, Birdman learned some of this the hard way. But a monkey do a lot of damage to a bird. Tear it up right before your eyes. So, yeah, you got to keep them separated. So, monkey's in the monkey hole, bird's on the other side of the truck. When he's in there, he can't get a hold of them.
You can't keep a monkey in a big box with no windows or air in it.
It's on the road. He's driving. There's all sorts of air going in there. What do you mean?
And if the monkey has a taste for bird blood, you shouldn't keep it in the back.
He don't eat them. You ought to see how those birds treat that monkey. Like I said, I seen it one time when he's trying to get it out of the hole, which that takes time. So yeah, that monkey, when he got him stick his head out of there, birds get to screeching. It ain't that the monkey got animosity against the birds. His birds don't like the monkey.
So it's the bird's fault.
He just defending himself, or just, you get a monkey riled up, they do all sorts of things. But yeah,
it's Birdman's fault. Birdman should not have any of he should be in jail.
Oh hell, Birdman's a good man, runs a legitimate business. He's a seller, and he's also a damn good entertainer, and you're going to see one hell of a show.
What
the parking lot at Luby's.
Does
Birdman's
this monkey
Show
do that makes it worth all this pain and humiliation?
I don't want to ruin it for you, but at the same time, I want people to come see it, so I'll tell you exactly what it is. I was lucky enough to see his show. A monkey does all sorts of things. It ride a tricycle and smoke 2-pack cigarettes.
2 packs of cigarettes?
It's something, yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
You got to sit there and watch a monkey smoke 2 damn packs of cigarettes? It takes forever.
Monkey smoke fast. it ain't like what you think. It's somebody just sitting around. Number one, it's monkey, which always funny to watch a monkey smoke a cigarette or a cigar or whatever. This monkey smokes Newports.
And it just goes through 2 packs of cigarettes.
He sits there and goes through them. Just it's faster than you think. He just smokes.
And then he rides a tricycle.
No, he does tricycle first. And because if he get winded as hell after he smoked 2 packs of cigarettes, he got to do tricycle first. So he'll do a couple circles, sit down, and Birdman smokes Newports. That's why Monkey smokes Newports. He just hand it over to him, give him his pack, and the monkey go through them just fast as he can be. And then about then, he about wore out and get back in the hole. But you don't get to see that every day. You get to see a monkey at all is something. So see a monkey do a couple things like this, it's a hell of a show.
That's the show?
That's the show. It's $4 a ticket, and you get 2 tickets for both acts, and it's in the parking lot of Luby's. So
what, 2 ticket? You got to pay a ticket for the tricycle and a ticket for the cigarettes?
Both things is $8 in all is how it works. So it's about $8, but it's 2 tickets for $4. If you're looking at it that way, some people
may just want to see the tricycle part.
Or just want to watch the smoke.
Hell, the best part may be just him getting that monkey out of the box. Well, he should charge for that.
I think, just to set foot in Luby's parking lot while Birdman monkey shows there, it's going to cost you, you're going to have to get 1 ticket at least.
What's Luby's going to say about that?
He got a deal worked out. Well,
with
him, I don't know. That's his personal business. I don't know what Birdman, how he got that worked out. That's his. But it's a hell of a show. Birdman's Monkey Show.
You can buy tickets for this on the computer? That's asking for a virus.
That's what it said. He said, just look up. And I said, how is I supposed to get tickets here? I get online, Birdman Monkey Show. Ain't going to find that nowhere else.
BirdmanMonkeyShow.ru. That is asking for some kind of virus that is going to... Why does he have a Russian website? None of this makes any sense.
I don't know how a computer works. You get mad at me. He knows. He's got all that worked out. So Birdman Monkey Show, Luby's parking lot next weekend, and I seen it, and it just about entertaining. It's a lot better than sitting at home, whatever you want to watch on TV. I tell you that much. And $8 ain't too much. It ain't too much these days, so it's well worth it. So Birdman Monkey Show next weekend, Luby's parking lot. Don't miss it.
Man, you make fun of my sponsors, and your sponsors are terrible. You got
mine ain't
Birdman Monkey Show
or any of that stuff. Whatever prostitutes, I ain't doing nothing like that. Good Lord.
And then your sponsor from last week, the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Yeah,
they were doing the show. Goddamn Miss Horse.
Just say GD this horse. I don't
GD
like
this horse.
Well,
I guess we broke the story about the name of their production,
and they had people upset about it.
It caused a big stir here in Murfreesboro. People protesting, church groups sending down kids.
I went down there
with
to
candles.
Theater, Murfreesboro Play Actors Club Theater, and picketed and everything else. And I guess they should have known that. This fella, he come from Chicago.
Victor Mileage is the man's name.
That's his name, yeah. He come down from Chicago, think he's a big theater fella and this stuff. And I seen some shows there. I seen some good stuff. I saw they did like a little South Pacific or just songs from South Pacific. I don't know if they did the whole show.
Right. Nobody has time for that.
Well, it's long and
kind of a greatest hits.
Right. They combined South Pacific and Oklahoma. So it went back and forth from the ocean to the,
And was that Victor Mileage?
No, I'm not saying he did. I said Murfreesboro Play Actors Club have done some
That's
good
the kind of stuff
That's
they
the kind
do.
of stuff they do that I like, that I've seen down there.
They called that surf and turf.
Yeah.
And they had you'd go to Luby's again.
Yeah.
And you'd help yourself to some seafood and some steak.
Oh, yeah.
And then you take usually you take your ticket stub to the restaurant, but in this case, you took your napkin to the theater, and you got half off a ticket.
Take your Luby's napkin down there, yeah.
That was a good show. But now Victor Mileage is trying to shake things up.
I don't know anything about this fella. I'm going to say right now.
I talked to him for about, it was about 30 minutes, but it seemed like 4 hours.
Yeah.
He was down in Gentleman Jim's Twos, and he was scared to death.
I bet he was, yeah.
Somebody, I think, tricked him into telling him it was one of them places where you get small plates.
Well,
but it wasn't. It's Gentleman Jim's too.
Gentleman
where you
Jim's
get
too.
your ass kicked.
Yeah.
So he talked to me, and I tried to help him out and shield him from people hitting him with a pool cue or a chicken.
I ain't met the man. I don't know nothing about him. I just know if you writing a show and you're going to put blasphemy right there in the title, it ain't going to fly here. That may be something you want to see in New York, Chicago,
he told me
wherever else, but here in Murfreesboro, we ain't going to have it.
He said it was an examination of American culture values.
Well,
I don't
whatever
see
it
how
is,
that's
I
selling
don't
the
know.
show.
If he was just dang you horse or something like that, I'd be first one in line. I'd
Well,
go
he
see
said after the pickets and the stuff, he said he was not going to change the name.
Well,
but now Murfreesboro Play Actors Club is stuck because they got to put up a show and they can't do GDS Horse because of all the controversy.
Right. It's been delayed. I don't know what's going to happen. Somebody's trying to figure something out. So if you decided to go from last week's podcast, me telling you about it, they delayed it. It ain't going to happen now.
No GDS Horse. I think they're going to do Godspell.
Oh, well, I don't like that either. I don't like hippie Jesus. I don't care for it.
Well, they make it, what they're going to do is a more traditional spin on Godspell.
Wow.
Kind of take out anything controversial or hippie and just kind of make it more like going to church.
Well,
they got to make it up to the community.
As long as they take our music out.
So Victor Mileage he's real upset. So I don't know what he's going to do.
It's a shame. I knew some people was going to be in that show, and they were excited to do it. And
well, maybe they can be in Godspell.
I don't know how they work it.
But the thing is, he'd already started building the horse puppet.
Well, I heard that. Yeah, that was another thing. It costs a lot of money to make it. I didn't know it was going to be a puppet. There's plenty of horses around here. I guess you can't have them in that space. It ain't big enough for a whole horse.
Well, everybody in the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club knew how to get a hold of a horse.
Yeah.
But Victor Mileage was like, this has to be. This boy told me, Jim too. He said, I don't want a horse. I don't want what nature can do. I want to go beyond the horse. So he was going to have, and he said this horse puppet, and I don't know how he was planning to pay for this, but it was going to run about $2 million.
What? $2 million?
Well, it's state of the art. He was talking to some South African puppet makers, and did you see Warhorse?
What?
Did you see Warhorse?
No.
Well, that's going to make that Warhorse puppet look like a piece of shit.
Hey, watch it.
That's what he said.
Well, Murfreesboro Play Actors Club, I know we ain't got that kind of money.
No, I don't know what he was thinking.
Where you going to get that kind of money from Murfreesboro Play Actors Club? Well,
I think he was going to try to get investors.
Well, not around here. Ain't nobody going to go.
What do you want to do? You want to go to Broadway? You want to tour this? He said, nope. This is for I am bringing Broadway to Murfreesboro.
Well, ain't nobody going to invest in it if they ain't going to go see it either. So he picked the wrong spot to call a show GDS Horse. That just ain't going to work right now.
He said he's going to do it somewhere else. He said he ought to talk to Birdman. Because it sounds like Birdman.
Birdman, no, sir. He ain't going to. No, I know Birdman. I know him for a few years now. He ain't going to be associated with something with blasphemy in it. He ain't going to do that. He wouldn't do it.
But he'll stuff a monkey into a damn box.
Where's the monkey supposed to go? You can't keep it up in the front. He told me that he tried it once. He kept a monkey up in the front with him in the truck, and one time it just went crazy. They drove off a damn road.
Man, I tell you what,
you put a monkey in a monkey hole.
Between Birdman's monkey show and goddamn his horse,
watch it,
and Victor Mileage, show business, huh?
I wouldn't have nothing to do with it.
Show business,
yeah.
So that's our sponsors, Birdman's Monkey Show. Go see that if you support cruelty to animals. And,
hey.
I guess they may be doing Godspell at the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club, and Victor Mileage may try to put his show up somewhere else. Goddamn his horse.
All right, I don't want to hear a name on here. I don't want to hear about it.
So we'll keep you updated on what's happening with GDS Horse.
All right.
and Godspell.
All right.
And the Monkey Show. Murkia.
That's it.
A Murkia.
Well, normally now we'd be about time to do sponsors, but we ain't got no sponsors.
Nope. We both come up empty this week.
Everybody's scared about the economy, sequester, all this stuff.
I thought the economy's supposed to be getting better, but the buzz on the street is everybody's scared. Nobody wants to give up any money right now. Sequester, Obamacare. We went to Coley Snack Foods.
Yeah,
Jackie talked to Coley's.
That's one of the best sponsors we got, and he said they had to lay everybody off. They're going to have more prisoners going to have do those chips for them, snack foods.
Yeah, Coley Snack Foods here in Murfreesboro, they a Bible verse in every bag.
Yeah.
And prison labor does most of their stuffing of chips in the bags.
Out there, they did tear out a sheet of the Bible and
stuff it in there.
Put
with
it
the
in
chips.
there in the bag with chips, seal it up. Yep.
Plus them lawsuits, because then they started putting a bullet in a bag.
Bullet and Bible page every bag, and they didn't put choking hazard or anything like that on there. I
So
think
a
that's
few
what
people
it was
got
about.
mad.
Yeah,
but if it says bullet in a bag,
you should know better. That makes more sense to me than choking hazard. Oh, choking hazard. Bullet in a bag, I know what I'm looking for. So I don't know. I think
right, choking hazard is like, well, what am I going to choke on?
On the chip itself. On the
Who would
pretzel.
eat them chips?
Nobody's
going
to eat. It'd be like saying there's choking pretzels. Eat these, you choke to death. Nobody'd eat that.
But bullet in a bag, it's like, I got to watch out for that bullet.
You know what that means right there.
Some people probably choke on the Bible page.
Well, no, ain't no better than that.
You eating fast.
You get, here's how I do it, and I eat however you want. I always take the bag, reach in, get the Bible page out, shake, the chips off of it, grease or whatever. I get all that off of it. Then I eat my chips and read scripture. So I pull the Bible page out, reach in the bottom of it, get that out first, and then I eat my chips. You do it however you want to. That's just how I do it.
I like to read while I eat.
That's the same here, yeah.
So Coley's is going to have to lay off a lot of staff because of Obamacare.
That's what he told me.
He says straight up Obamacare.
Pitiful. The gun stores in town, they don't really need to spare the money to do.
They got the money.
They got the money. They don't need a sponsor. I mean,
They're doing business. They don't even have time to talk to us.
They don't need to advertise, basically. Yeah, they didn't have time. I called down there and he said, I have got to go. Sorry, Jackie, I see you at the store. He couldn't.
Could not do it.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Well, it's just that season where he's not around. Nobody know where he at.
He was doing that monkey show.
Did the monkey show, but right now nobody know where he is. It's like after he does the monkey show,
he has to go into hiding.
Well, it ain't hiding per se. It's just his private life, whatever
he shows
does.
up in a town, and once the authorities get wise.
You always trying to make him out to be something he ain't. He ain't got nothing to do with that. He goes on vacation, as far as I know. Who knows? He goes fishing. You don't know what he's doing.
T.T. Slot, she's worried about the economy.
Hell,
she said if she has to turn back to prostitution, it's going to be Obama's fault.
Well,
she's trying to run a daycare center, but she
bless
says
her heart,
if the sequester goes through and all them people that work down at the arsenal stop bringing their kids in there and for a quickie,
what?
She doesn't know what she's going to do.
All right, I understand.
She said she'll be back on the streets.
Making it hard for everybody, but there got to be something better than do that. Pitiful.
Nope.
Bless her heart. Bless
That's
her heart.
her choices.
Well,
daycare center or Obama forces her into prostitution.
Well, Obama ought not be doing that, but she could. Got to be something better to do. Bless her heart. I hope she gets her life together. I don't mean to talk bad about her. I just don't want to advertise prostitution. I don't want to be affiliated with it in any way, shape, or form. That's just it. It ain't nothing against her personally if she listens to this. Lady, I hope we get everything worked out. I hope everything's all right, but I can't condone that behavior. Can't do it.
Her life is hard enough, Jackie,
I know it's hard.
Hypocrites like you.
All right, hell. So we don't have any sponsors.
We don't have any sponsors.
If anybody out there, if you want...
Glory Shelf guys, they went on vacation together.
They're gone, yeah. Maybe they off of Birdman. They could be all together, for all I know. Hell.
No, the Glory Chef guys said that, where were they going?
I don't know where they went.
I think it was some kind of cruise.
And now's not the time to be
cruise.
going on cruise. Any kind. I wouldn't.
That's who we should go turn to for sponsorships. They need all the help they can get.
Well, if you cruise ship out there, if you can promise people they ain't going to be doing the business in the bags and this and that and breaking down,
well, the Glory Shelf boys said the prices were rock bottom right now. So
they just took advantage of it.
They took advantage. I think they'd taken a cruise. They went in with some other reportedly gay fellas.
All right. I got nothing to do with it. I don't want to hear who's this or that.
They didn't say. This is all conjecture on my part.
Well,
but everybody knows.
Why are you saying it then?
Everybody knows.
All right. Don't.
So they got together, and I think they're going on a cruise like all around the Caribbean. I think it's like $15 a night.
Why would anybody want to be a sponsor on here the way you talking about them? We sit there and ask people to be a sponsor, and you're sitting there telling people that they're gay, this and that. And they may be. I ain't saying that they ain't. I don't see how that comes into talking about what to do. And they got nothing to do.
I don't judge.
I didn't say judge, but
TT is a prostitute.
All right.
She is a prostitute.
There's people who don't want to be advertising on the same thing where you're advertising prostitution, and I don't blame them. So TT Slot is not a sponsor of this podcast. She just ain't. She ain't got nothing to do with this podcast.
So, thanks, Obama. No more sponsors this week. Nothing.
Yeah, just wait.
Dried up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We couldn't even. We talked to Victor Mileage, who, if you remember, was going to do the production of Goddamn This Horse.
Just say GD This Horse. I don't understand any of that. Yeah,
with the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Well, they were supposed to do GD This Horse, and rightfully so, in my opinion. People don't want blasphemy right there in the name. People got upset about it, so they're not doing that. And then they said they're going to do Godspell, which I don't like either. People started protesting that, so they ain't doing Godspell.
Nope.
So I think you're going back doing... What is it, patriotic songs?
They're going to do an evening of patriotic poems and hymns.
Hymns. That's and so far everybody's on board with that.
And they're writing a few sketches to go in between to connect the songs and the hymns. But the sketches are like a little blonde boy gives a returning soldier an American flag.
Well, that sounds good. Sounds good to me. I'll probably go down there and see that. This Victor Mileage fella's none too happy. He's still saying
Victor Mileage is a guy. He come from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's going to show us how to do theater in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Well,
and he wrote this. He said it was a real provocative.
The show may be good. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Got a horse in it.
It's got a horse in it. If it was called "Darn You Horse" or
Darn This Horse.
Darn This Horse, I'd be first one in line.
They would be lined up around the block to
and
say
so,
Darn
but
This
he
Horse.
won't budge on changing the name. Said he won't do it because I think they said, can we change it to this, that, whatever. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I hear stuff down
You
the
know
store.
how small town theater is.
I don't.
So Victor Mileage, he's trying to get investors. He's like the horse. Is
He's upset saying they're supposed to let him do it, and he ain't backing down. So I don't know what's going on. Right now we got, like I said, patriotic poems and hymns. That's worth, just go see that if you want to. That's not a sponsor this week. They can't afford to be a sponsor because all this, they're messed up in all this. I don't know how much they spend on those hippie suits for Godspell, and they ain't putting that on either.
Yeah, they can't afford. But so we're really just giving them free publicity.
Well,
we are awful business people.
Well, patriotic poems and hymns is. I'm proud to tell folks to go say that. Yeah.
Maybe after they get done making all that money with them patriotic poems and hymns, they can shoot us a little bit for sitting here talking him up for 5 minutes on our podcast.
To do that. It's just Murfreesboro Play Actors Club. They ain't like they got a whole lot of money. That's nothing. Victor Mileage got in trouble with trying to build that horse puppet, whatever the hell it was. Said it cost $2 million. They ain't got that kind of money.
He said when he stages Goddamn This Horse in Murfreesboro, he said it is going to blow our minds.
Yeah.
He said it's going to be nudity.
Oh, he didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the nudity?
Oh, good Lord.
He said it's going to be like old Calcutta, only horses.
Oh, hell. I said
the
horses don't wear clothes. That don't.
Well, but this puppet, though, is human-like in form.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a horse head on a well-endowed human body.
All right. I didn't know nothing about that.
Why don't you just get a dude to be in a horse, put a horse thing on his head. Nobody know who he is. Just get the actor with the biggest.
All right, enough. I don't want to hear it. I'm glad they ain't doing it. If that's what that show is, it's worse than just the name. I'm glad they ain't doing it.
It's not pornography, but how do you define pornography? He said, what's the difference between art and pornography? He said, these are some of the questions. He told me when I first read about goddamn this horse, I thought it was going to be like Oklahoma or something. He's on the prairie, these songs.
That's what it said it was going to be about. I thought it was going to be. I just had blasphemy in the title. I don't want to say it. And there ain't no reason to call it that, but if it's all this mess you're talking about, you won't see me.
He says it's going to cause
There's a lot of other reasons not to put it on besides the damn name.
It's going to cause us to question everything, he says.
Oh, hell.
I don't know, Jackie. I'm excited.
Well, they ain't going to let him do any of that on Murfreesboro Players Club, so I don't know where he's going to do it.
I don't know. He'll have to do it in secret. If people find out, they'll get real mad and, run him out of town on a rail. He'll have to go back to Chicago where they like that sort of thing.
Well, that's where he needs to go.
Obama and his buddy Mayor, they probably be first in line.
Hope he putting on that show in Chicago. Hope he don't get shot. Hell. That's all we got for this Heron Parkinson. I just tell people.
Are you going to audition for his show?
No, I ain't going to audition. I wouldn't audition for nothing. It don't matter whether his show or not. He
said in the script, the lead character he said he described it as a Jackie Broyles type.
Oh, hell.
You can sing.
I ain't going to do it like that. No, sir. If they need me, somebody to read a page out of a poem, I'll show up and do that.
Oh, maybe you should go audition for that.
Well, now I got to do sponsors on here. And I got a good sponsor this week. I got a good one. Now, old Coley snack food.
Oh, yeah, Bible page in every bag.
Delicious snack food. Read a little scripture along. Well, Coley couldn't do it. We got in trouble, had a lawsuit, something like this. They put a bullet in every bag, Bible bullet page in every bag. Didn't put a token hazard or something on. Anyhow, he couldn't be a sponsor for a little while, but now he's back. But now with Coley snack food, he gone into a new business venture.
What, he's not just going to do snack foods with bullets and Bible pages in the bag?
No, sir. They opened up he's in the process of opening up a chain of Christian movie theaters all around Southeast, Coley Cinemas.
Christian movie theaters?
Christian movie theaters. Right now, they're opening up. It's been open for a few weeks now on Jackson Heights, Coley Cinemas down there. And last week, they run a marathon of them VeggieTales movies. Followed by Passion of the Christ, as last week. And then this week, they got running that old Fireproof double feature with Avengers, Avengers comic book movie, except with all parts of Thor cut out of it.
What?
Well, they don't like, Christian movie theater. They show Avengers, they just cut Thor out of it
because he's better than God.
Well, they say he's a God. Yeah, that's right. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in,
why would you
like
show
me, myself. It's not just we know they but one Lord, and that's Jesus Christ.
So they're afraid that people, because they went to see the Avengers, are going to start worshiping Thor.
No, they ain't scared. It's just offensive to them is what it is. Christians can be offended too. It ain't always got to be
Lord
Muslims
knows.
mad about this or that. Christians get mad about something every now and then. It's offensive to say yes, God ain't there. But Avengers, it's fun. I seen bits and pieces of it. It's a fun movie, so they just cut Thor out of it. And it's still, I'm going to say I went down there. I think it's a better movie. I'll say it right now.
Moves faster.
Yeah. Keeps going.
But Fireproof, you can watch that on TV. Who would even want to watch that in the first place?
Oh, Fireproof fine movie. You can watch it on TV, but you also go to Coley Cinemas and pay a little money to a good cause. Christian chain of movie theaters. Everybody's sick of Hollywood. Everybody had enough of that. This time we had a chain of Christian theaters, and Coley's going in that business venture, and I wish him the best, and I want to support him, and they're a good sponsor. So Coley Cinemas.
So they're just going to show these Christian movies, which, no offense, Christian movie makers, but your movies are god-awful.
Hey!
They don't look like real movies. They don't sound like real movies. I'd rather watch a Talking Cat on Netflix, which you should watch, by the way, if you ain't checked that out yet, than something about marriage and firefighters.
Fireproof, fine movie. I mean, it ain't the best movie in the world, but, it's a fine Christian movie. Nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
you shouldn't have to settle for, let's cut all the offensive parts out of the Avengers because we get offended by weird stuff, and let's just make, like inferior movies. You should strive to make something that's as good as the Avengers with Thor in it.
All right, we heard enough of your opinion, all right?
And then you're going to show VeggieTales to a bunch of kids, and then you got 3 hours of Mel Gibson-directed torture?
Well, that movie's not my particular favorite, but it shows it how it was. Shows us what happened to Jesus. Maybe if more people knew what happened to Jesus, they'd change their ways. That's all I'm saying.
They scarring kids with that.
Oh, I ain't scarring. You read the Bible, and the kids need to know that. Need to know how rough life is. Need to know what good Lord went through, did for their sins. I ain't gonna hurt none. And they also do a Left Behind marathon. I can't keep up with how many of those there are. A bunch of them now. It'll be all day. And get there early. They're gonna show old Gumby cartoons for Left Behind series. So bring your kids down for Gumby. It's basically just like regular Gumby cartoon, him and that horse, whatever that horse name is, and except they just like somebody got on a tape recorder, put in there every now and then, Gumby just say, praise Jesus, just whatever in the middle of, how they get into stuff, and so it just makes Gumby a little bit better as far as I'm concerned. And, we'll get the kids asking questions. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you want to do. So, yeah, Gumby, old Gumby cartoons, and then they're going to run a Left Behind series, all 6, 7 of them, however many of them are.
Gumby can walk into any book. It'd be cool if Gumby walked into the Left Behind series. Where'd everybody go? Pokey? Where you at?
Pokey, called up.
Good for Pokey. Maybe I was too hard on Christian entertainment, Jackie. I mean, so. Lord knows that art is the reason God put us here on earth, to express how joyful we are in the Christian lifestyle through song and dance.
Yep.
Depending on what church you go to, and film.
Right. Coley cinemas, yeah. That's where when you see some good Christian entertainment, that's where you won't go, yeah.
And talk about art. My sponsor this week is the new production of Goddamn Miss Horse.
Hey, what's that? I thought they shut that down. They ain't going to do that because that name.
Well, this has been an ongoing saga. I don't want to tell anybody to go back and download our podcast, but just listen to the sponsor parts.
It's been going on in town a long time, this whole show.
This guy moved out here from Chicago, going to open up a theater company, and he has this provocative new show called Goddamn Miss Horse. Yeah. Or GD is Horse.
That's what we're going to call it on here.
The Murfreesboro Play Actors Club, who he was working with, they couldn't do it because everybody in town got mad. You can't.
Well, they were going to do it. They had rehearsals, everything. I know somebody's young is going to be in it. Everybody's excited about it. And I didn't know the name of it, but I knew it had horse in it, and I was excited. And they were about to put it on, and then all of a sudden, the word got out what the name of that show was, and they shut it down.
You can't have blasphemy on
right
the
in
sign.
The title like that, right there on the
And they were like, "Well, just put GD this horse on a sign. Maybe we can let."
He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it. He would not compromise. The Christians.
See, they went out of the way.
They were like, okay, whatever, because they knew nobody really cared. They just. It's a principle of the thing. So just put GD on it. You'll be back in Chicago living with your parents soon. So just get it over with. But he would not. He said as an artist, it was offensive to him to be forced to compromise his principles and his work of art.
Yeah.
So Murfreesboro Play Actors Club put on that evening of Christian poems and what was it? Patriotic poems and hymns.
Poems and hymns, I think.
Right.
Yeah, fireworks. Uncle Sam.
Come out. Uncle Sam, that was good.
What was that? Out there was the best part of the show. They handed everybody, it had red, white balloons come down, and everybody gets a balloon, and then Uncle Sam would sing a song, come out, and just pop everybody's balloon that you hold in your hand. That was fun.
You know who that was? That's the pharmacist at Kroger.
That was him.
Uh-huh.
He's the best. He made Uncle Sam seem real. I'll say that. I always thought of the picture silly, but when he did it, about as good as what's his name doing old Lincoln.
What you think? You think Uncle Sam is silly?
It's clothes, not him, not what it stands for. Just the idea of him dancing around and pointing his finger at you and stuff. But this man brought substance to it, and it's good.
When does Uncle Sam dance around? What are you watching?
I don't know what it was. Ain't same silly told me. I know Uncle Sam ain't silly. I ain't saying America silly. But Uncle Sam was dancing around and I want you pointing a finger at something. It just seems silly to me. But this guy, when he did it, if that was him, he did it. He brought him to life. Seemed like he's right there in the room with you, and he meant business.
Well, there ain't gonna be no Uncle Sam in GDS Horse.
Well, no.
Unless there may be something where like the horse shits on Uncle Sam, knowing
all right.
This director, his name is Victor Mileage, and he likes to be provocative. So he come down here, Murfreesboro, to provocate all over us.
Well, we don't need all that. We don't need it down here. He need to take it back up Chicago.
But he is going to do it. He gave me $25. Just let people know I don't have the dates yet, but we going to do this in the Luby's parking lot, Jack, and he has you to thank because he listened to our podcast, and he heard you talk about another sponsor of ours, the Birdman.
Oh, Birdman, yeah. Birdman Monkey Show used to be
Birdman Monkey Show.
That was in the Luby's parking lot, yeah.
And so he's going to do goddamn his horse in the Luby's parking lot.
GDS Horse. That's what we call it on here.
So, yeah. So
well, Luby's going to let him do it?
He said he got permission, but I said, from Luby's? He said, well, from somebody.
I don't know if I feel good sponsoring that show on here. Got to come back on us. It's just like, saying anything bad about Obama. You sit there and you're going to advertise JDS Horse, we gonna catch hell for it.
Somebody, if you say anything in this day and age, somebody is going to get mad at you.
Well, that's true.
So it's either going to be Obama shooting at you with a drone.
Yeah, fall down the hole. Yeah.
Or falling down the earthquake machine hole, Trump hole. Or it's going to be, a Christian league chasing you back to Chicago.
Yeah.
And you paid $350,000 for an animatronic horse.
Well, that's it, yeah. Today's sponsors are Heather Glen Springs Woods. It is a lovely community center. We're happy to have them here on as a sponsor, and want to thank him much. It's like community, retirement home sort of thing like that, and I know some folks staying over there. They seem to like it just fine. And I know some folks have put some people in there. Says it's all right. And just to go ahead and let you know beforehand, though, just it is against policy when you sign those papers that cannot bring you back. So
what?
They can't bring you back if you
mean
fall
like
over, get a heart attack, anything like that. I mean, that's just the way it is. You just need to get you need to get one of those medical alert buttons things.
You need to make your own arrangements.
That's right, because they can't be
hands off.
Hands off. That's just policy. That's the way. Other than that, and things. That's just the way things are. They don't hold it against them, but
don't hold it against. So if I put my grandma in there, and she falls down, has a heart attack, breaks her hip, they going to leave her on the dining room floor.
They aren't allowed to. They ain't just going to leave it there. They'll call 911 for it, whatever, but it'd be best if you did it. They may not get around that.
So they may not even call 911
Get you one of those medical alert, wear around your neck, hit that button, and that's good for everybody. That means you take care of yourself, and they don't get them in no trouble either.
Well, why don't you just live with your damn family?
How old is your grandma?
She's like 75.
Well, you can't run around. You get a certain age and
I know she ain't going to live forever, but I don't want to put her in a place where they just
walk
around her on the floor.
If you in one of those places, it's about that time anyway.
Why don't they
if I was in one, I'd sign something. Well, number one, if I'm in one, if I ever have to wind up one of those, I'd sign something myself. Don't resuscitate, because if I'm at that point, I don't even want to.
It ain't resuscitating.
If I'm in a home, I'm telling you right now, if I'm in a home somewhere and I fall down, he'd pick something big up and put it on top of me, whatever, because I don't want to be living that way.
Hey, I take care of you right now.
No, hell no, you won't. You ain't going to have nothing to do with it.
Well, no, you just said, so when you
I don't want to do it like that.
Why can't I do it? Nobody else
I
is
don't
going to do
want
it.
to have.
Heather Glen Wood Springs ain't going to do it.
I'm just saying, up to that point, it's a nice place. And like I said, if you up in that age anyway, you kind of know you're sitting around waiting for it anyway.
It is a nice place. I mean, from the outside, I've never been in, but I hear the tennis court is nice, and I heard the food's pretty good.
Yeah, sauna, stuff like that, some sort of wave pool, whatever. Not wave pool, just something you know.
Water for old
people walk around in. Yeah, get their legs. But, we slip, fall in that pool.
You ain't getting out of there. They wait for
the ain't no
pool guy to fish you out of the filter.
They have him sitting in there, and he's sitting up there at the whistle and all that, but
just to give a heads up to the other employees.
Makes them feel, I don't know why.
Somebody may be dead in there, so you just, till
he blows a whistle, and the orderly runs down the hall, and they call 911. Something like that. But like I said, just get you one of them medical alert. Helps everybody, helps you out, and helps him out, don't get nobody in trouble. So, yeah. That's my sponsor there.
Heather
Glen Springs. Yes.
Thanks for being sponsored. Also sponsor on today's podcast is Wet Breads. Used to be known as Mikey's Sandwiches and Subs.
Oh, I know Mikey's Sandwich Subs. That's a good place.
But he changed the name to Wet Breads.
Wet Breads.
So go down there and get you a good sandwich. Y'all know Mikey. It's just a name change. He just wanted to get on here and let everybody know.
Their bread's always real moist or something.
Well, he'd serve you up a good hot sandwich and put it in that styrofoam container. And he started worrying about it because by the time you get back to the office or the job site or wherever you're taking your food, you open it up, a hot sandwich made, and condensation in there made the bread wet.
Bread wet, yeah.
And he'd go like, oh, you know what? I'm going to give you another container. Maybe I'm trying to work on. He's trying to invent a new container.
I remember, he had those new containers, and then the bread was dry, and I didn't like it as much.
Well, that's what everybody said. I like it wet.
I like my bread good and wet, and especially got juice on it, like he makes that stuff. Got all sorts of meat and everything on there. Just gets it dripping. Yeah. That's how I like my bread. I like it wet.
Soft up with that
and just the moisture, like you see it, just wet.
You say water. Wet bread. He said people come in there and said, this wet. He said sometimes he gets that bread so wet, he said, nobody's going to want to eat this. It looks just like a mess in there. He said people come in there and say, this ain't wet enough.
Sometimes that's the best sandwich right there. Well, that makes sense. He's making that change.
The wetter, the better. Yes, and now he's just calling it wet bread. He's got a song. It's get that bread wet, good and damp, till it's wet enough to moisten the stamp.
What?
I just made that up, but Mikey, if you're listening, you can have that
song like that. Hell,
he said they got a sign in there. He said, if your bread ain't wet enough to moisten a stamp, you get your money back.
Well, that's a deal there.
But the post office ain't gonna be around.
I wouldn't be concerned about the stamp. I just want good and wet. Delicious.
People love wet bread. I mean, when you ask somebody, do you like wet bread? They go, no. And then you give them one of Mikey's good wet bread sandwiches, and they go, you know what?
That tone, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yep.
So that's Wet Breads. Proud for them to be a sponsor. And if you slip and fall and you're old, Mikey will fucking do CPR on you.
Hey,
because he is a decent human being.
All right, enough.
And that bread is awesome.
Watch your mouth. Today's Red State Update Parking sponsor is Jiggers Market.
You can't be your own sponsor on the...
Jicky, not Jackie.
Oh, Jicky's.
Jiggers Market, yes,
not
sir.
Jackie's Market. Yeah. That's your store.
That's my store, yeah.
But that's still you doing Jicky's Market. That's your competition, ain't it?
Ain't my competition. I listen to what they got going on. I'm all for freedom. Everybody do what they want to do, and they got a special going on this week. Jicky's Market's got every cold drink, every drink they got in there, 150 ounces.
150 ounces.
150 ounces.
God damn, that's a lot. How much is that? That's like...
It's 1.17 gallons.
Every drink is 1.17 gallons.
In the store, yes, sir.
What if I want a medium?
You want a medium, you go up to New York, go talk to Bloomberg about your medium if you want one. That's all you can drink. You go in the Jackie's Market. So I support them. You right there are competitor of mine, but, you know, I support freedom of what they're doing, and I believe in the cause, and it's pretty
They
good.
gave you $20?
They did give me $25.
$25.
Yes, sir. And so that's our show sponsor today, and I'm all for it. I would have done it myself, but I tell you what, I ain't got the space for those cups. I ain't got store space for it. Ain't nowhere.
Where would you put? That's a lot.
That's
Gallon
why I ain't got the. I know that's what I'm saying. I support what he's doing, but here at Jackie's store, no sir. We Jackie's Market, where we at now, where we're talking from. Here, you get a little drink. Little drink's all we got here.
Yeah, and then you charge people when they want a refill.
Exactly. That's capitalism right there. So there's freedom and capitalism. They both go together. Take your choice. Go vote.
If you want freedom, to support freedom and protest oppression, go to Jackie's Market. But if you're more interested in capitalism and supporting small business, go to Jackie's Market and get a little bitty drink.
Get a little drink, yeah. And this ain't got nothing to do with Bloomberg telling me to do that. That's just, that's capitalism. You pay.
But either way, Bloomberg is saying you can only get a small drink. You're saying you can only get a small drink. And Jackie is also saying you can only get a big drink. Ain't that all the same thing? People telling you how big your drink is?
Well, another store won't get involved. They can do it. That's just how it is here. I don't know.
Oh, you think Jockey's Market might have a...
I don't know if Jockey's going to do it or not. Here, Jackie's and Jackie's. Jackie's little drink. Jackie's is big drink.
Jackie's is a big drink. That's a 1.17 gallon drink. Jackie's is a little bitty drink where he charge you for refills, and we don't know what Jockey's going to do.
I wouldn't set foot in that place, Jockey's. I wouldn't go there.
If I was Jockey, why are you so mad at Jockey's?
I don't like Jockey's Market, and that's a personal thing. I ain't going to get on to it on here, but if you want to shop, you do your business there, you do it there. Don't come to Jackie's or Jackie's. You just keep yourself at Jockey's.
Well, Jackie's got gas. You don't have gas.
I ain't got that. That's another reason, not completely competitor.
But Jockey's ain't got no gas, and he sells barbecue.
Yeah, well,
I remember when he started that, you was mad.
That's what you want to call it, what he makes. It
ain't bad.
Well,
I tell you what, if I was Jockey's, I'd say, you thirsty? Let me give you a choice of cups.
Well, go over to Jockey's and hell, you drink whatever you want. You won't do that, go over there and record this whole damn thing at Jockey's.
Oh, Jockey, I can't understand.
It's a sponsor on this show at Jackie's Market. It's Jackie's. Jackie's is who got the big drinks. Little drinks is at Jackie's. I don't even want to bring up a name of the other one again.
He'd be terrible on a podcast since they pulled all his teeth. I can't understand a word Jockey says.
Hell.
Our other sponsor today is the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club. They got a new production coming up. They're holding auditions, so they give us some money to advertise auditions. So if you got a acting bug or a strutting on stage bone in you, go down there. They're having auditions for their upcoming production of Who Left a Crumpet in the WC. It's a really funny British farce.
I can't sit through it. I saw Murfreesboro Play Actors Club. They did Sherlock Holmes, and I don't understand English accents halfway as it is, and then you got somebody from Tennessee trying to do a damn English accent. Sherlock Holmes, I didn't understand what the case was. I didn't know what he was doing. Couldn't understand a word nobody's saying in that.
Well, Who Left the Crumpet in the WC? They already cast that pharmacist from Kroger, the Kroger pharmacist.
Oh, yeah.
So he can do a pretty good
He's
English
good
accent.
now. He can pull it off. Yeah, I'll go see him, but I guarantee everybody around him, I don't know what he's saying, but...
Now, they wanted me to make sure everybody's clear. This is Who Left the Crumpet in the WC, the hilarious British farce and comedy of manners, not Who Left the Mysterious Crumpet in the WC, which is a drawing room mystery with inspectors and Harvard Yard, whatever that is.
This one funny like
Frasier,
like English.
Right,
Frasier,
exactly like
Frasier.
English like
yeah.
Frasier.
Yeah.
Doors. They'll probably have some middle-aged women in maid costumes like Frasier always did.
Yeah.
But not Who Left the Mysterious Crumpet. That's
like Sherlock Holmes, like I was talking about
somebody
earlier.
murdered their wife. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of success with the Sherlock Holmes. I don't know if it's for the reasons you mentioned.
Well, the Sherlock Holmes, half of it didn't understand anybody saying, and half of it is supposed to be audience participate. He'd did you see that? Or he'd ask the audience a question, and you don't know what he's asking you.
So nobody would say. Was it for kids?
He'd repeat. I don't know. There's some children in there.
Yeah, what they found out was like if you can get people to attend community theater, you don't want to present them with a mystery because they're already trying to figure out why the hell they're there.
Yeah.
So people like to laugh. That's the Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
I go see if pharmacist in it, and it's one of them funny. If it's funny like Fraser, yeah.
You go see that. But you won't go see. I tell you what, you should have gone to see. It was goddamn Miss Horse in the Luby's parking lot. That was pretty good.
What? You went and saw that?
Yeah, I went to see it. Well, I mean, I went to Luby's and they happened to be doing it. But I talked to the Luby's manager and he said, well, we can't put our name on this officially because of the blasphemy. But he said after the show, a lot of people went in there and loaded up at the buffet.
I'll be damned. Well,
and made some money off of it.
I was excited to see it. I heard I had a horse in it, and I heard all about it. It's just the name of it. I can't see it.
Well, I think
the name. If they change the name, and then of course
Victor Mileage.
Yes, no sir, I ain't changing the name.
He ain't gonna change the name. He didn't have the money to do the horse puppet the way he wanted to do it. But
what they do what they have out Luby's out front?
He just threw something together, paper mache.
Well, you look like a horse.
Yeah.
Hell, that's all you need.
He got a kid wearing the outfit.
Oh, I am.
But when they do it, when he gets the like $250 million he needs to build the horse suit or whatever it is, it's gonna be like a team of puppeteers from Belgium, and it's gonna be amazing. That's his vision. I mean, he said, I compromised on the horse for this run through, but he's gonna do it again. He's getting the money. There's gonna be another run. He said he'd like to do one in an actual theater. He doesn't know if that's going to happen.
Well, not around here with that name, no.
But that's part of his vision. So it's pretty good. Yeah, horse. I couldn't hear, traffic going by and stuff. And they might have had British accents. I really couldn't tell. But that kid with the paper mache horse head on, he did a good job.
Well, I'm surprised they had a good show. I'm glad, I just if he changed the name, I'd be first one in line. I love a horse. Lord knows I love a horse.
That kid got kicked out of his house, I heard, Victor Mileage. He's staying with Victor Mileage now. That's kind of a scandal.
What?
Well, the kid's parents are like, you can't be in a show with GD in it. Oh. Well, I'll go stay with Victor Mileage.
And the boy on the horse head live with him now.
Well, it's temporary. It ain't like you think.
I didn't say nothing. It just, you say theater. I just assume it's all like that. I'll be honest, but I didn't say
it. Does seem pretty much like a teenager in a paper mache horse head living with a middle-aged director in a one-room apartment. That's theater.
I don't need that kind of theater around this town. All right, enough of that.
Man, I give Victor Mileage a lot of free publicity on this damn show.
Well,
so to recap, our sponsors for this show are Jickey's Market.
Jickey's Market, yeah, 150 ounces, every drink.
Every drink, not Jackie's Market, little bitty drinks, or Jockey's Market.
I don't even want you to say jockey. You say Jackie all you want, you say Jicky all you want. Don't say jockeys.
But Jickey's,
150 ounce.
Strike a blow for freedom.
1.17 gallons. Join Sarah Palin in the fight and get you something to drink.
And also Murfreesboro Play Actors Club holding auditions for Who Left the Mysterious... No. Damn it, I'm confused. Who Left the Crumpet in the WC?
Not the mysterious one, yeah.
Not Who Left the Mysterious Crumpet in there. That one's got murder in it.
Oh, yeah. Intrigue, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Today's sponsor for the Red State Update podcast is the Steubenville, Ohio Board of Tourism.
Yeah.
If you're visiting Mid-Eastern Ohio, be sure to stop in to the City of Murals. That's Steubenville. They got a lot of murals.
Murals there. All right.
The city of them. So many of them, their nickname is the City of Murals.
Wow, that's good, yeah.
Just go look at a bunch of murals.
Be a nice little getaway, yeah.
If you're in Steubenville, be sure and stop by some of their many historic sites, such as Fort Steuben. It's right downtown there. It's a reconstructed 18th century fort.
Oh, yeah, I love that sort of thing. Yeah.
It ain't the actual fort.
Reconstructed?
They rebuilt it, but it's the original location.
All right there on the same spot. Yeah,
overlooking the Ohio River.
Right there on Ohio River, yeah. That's history right there.
That's a lot of history.
I like it.
They had to protect the government surveyors.
Well, yeah, back in, yeah.
So at the beautiful Fort Steuben, and they'd be sure and visit the visitor center, the museum shop. Both
Museum
right there.
shop, yeah, well.
Steubenville Convention and Visitors Bureau. That is not the Board of Tourism, two different competing entities.
Oh.
You can go to the first federal land office.
Yeah.
From 1801, Jackie. That's got its original logs.
Still same logs from 1801.
Steubenville is sounding better and better.
There's a lot of good things there, yeah.
Oh, and statues. If you're on vacation, that's one of the first things you're going to want to do is look at some of these good statues.
I like a statue when you go down, yeah.
They got a statue of the Ohio Valley Steelworker statue. It's a tribute to Ohio Valley Steelworkers.
All right.
Listen to this description, Jackie. The life-size figure carries a long-handled dipping ladle and is wearing the hooded fireproof suit worn in steel mills.
Yeah.
Forget Cars Land. This is where you want to take your kids.
That's like looking at a steel mill worker right there.
Oh, there's so many parks.
Except we're like way bigger, big statue.
Yeah, with a big ladle.
Big ladle in his hand, yeah. Dipping, yeah.
It's hard work.
It will, yeah.
They deserve a statue.
Sure. If they got all that fireproof suit on, look like an alien or something. You know, when you see somebody come out of fire with all silver on them.
Backdraft.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Hard work.
Yeah, and don't forget all the famous people who have come from Steubenville, Jackie.
Yeah.
Like Dean Martin.
Oh, old Dino, yeah.
He called Steubenville home.
Yeah, I like him. He's good.
And Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah.
And Woodrow Wilson's daddy.
Oh, his daddy. Not Woodrow.
No.
His daddy moved, got the hell out of there. Then he had Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
Like somewhere else.
Somewhere else. I don't know if you can go to their house.
You know. If they did, I'd go there. Yeah, I'd like to see where Woodrow
if
Wilson's
you could go to Woodrow
lived,
Wilson's daddy's house or Dean Martin's house, for that matter. Where did Dean Martin? That interesting.
Yeah, people go to Elvis' house all the time.
Save your money, folks. If you're looking to vacation with family or friends, don't think about Disneyland or Panama City Beach. Think Steubenville, Ohio.
Yeah, that's today's sponsor. Yeah,
Steubenville, Ohio. They gave us $25. Steubenville.
There's a lot of things. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, just nickname. Here's their city motto: where you always have a home.
I'm
just gonna give you some money back.
Yeah, might as well. All right, got to do sponsors this week. We got some good sponsors, as far as I know, on my end anyway. And
my end too.
Well, we'll see. Sometimes
it ain't a contest.
Well, I'm just saying, I know it ain't a contest. It's just half the time you get something that I don't consider no sponsor for.
You the one that, what you got this week? Birdman paint all his birds Easter colors?
I don't know what you have against the Birdman. I don't understand it. I don't know. You always have to get him, and the man ain't done a thing to you. He ain't done a thing to you, and you just speak to him like he's trash. I don't understand it. Don't make any sense. Doing a service to this community, and you.
Birdman is a man, if you ain't never heard our podcast before, he's a frequent sponsor. He runs an illegal bird smuggling ring.
Why would you say it's illegal?
He shows up in parking lots with a pickup truck full of bird cages and sells you birds out the back of his truck.
Aren't you just too good to do that or support anybody to do something like that?
Or,
that's just pitiful.
Sometimes he has a monkey, and he shows up in parking lots and does
Birdman
Monkey Show.
Birdman Monkey Show, something different. And there's exotic animal circuses everywhere, all over the place.
It's not circuses everywhere. Where are you, in Russia?
No, there's circus go through town, used to. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. They quit doing it now. They got Birdman doing it. And if circus allowed to do it, then you don't want to get mad at he does it.
But he's doing it from the back of his truck. He shows up he doesn't tell you where he's going to be. Then he leaves town as soon as he sells a bird.
You just assume a little bit of mystery. It's just something awful. Just for what you don't know, you fill those spaces in your brain with bad stuff. And I don't know why anybody talk about Birdman that way. He's a fine man.
You can't sell an eagle. Pretty sure it's against the law to sell eagles.
Oh, well, I guess you know everything. You the expert on that, ain't you?
No, I don't know much at all.
Well,
but I can tell you. Man shows up parking lot. Bunch of birds in a cage, including an eagle.
You see people on TV, everywhere, pictures in books, people got that big glove on, the eagle sitting on your arm. What do you mean you can't? Somebody's selling them. People don't go rent eagles. Where those people get the eagles from? Birdman, hawks, eagles, chickens.
Penguins.
Whatever you want. Bird-wise.
Puffins. You can't sell a puffin. Maybe you can with the proper permit.
Well, maybe he's got all. Why do you insist that he ain't got none of these?
Because he doesn't even have a house. He lives in hotel rooms.
We know of.
When
he's on the road. He travels. He don't settle down, and he got to drive all over to get rid of these birds.
Why does he have to get rid of them?
That's his job.
Why is it so pressing that he...
Just let me do the sponsor.
I heard him say, I just got me a load of exotic birds. I need to get rid of them. Jackie, I'm going to be at JCPenney parking lot and let people know. That's how it goes with the Birdman.
I'm just trying to help. That's his business. I'm his friend. I'll try to help him out. He tells people ask Birdman when they buy the bird, and they go, hey, where's the place to get some good barbecue? I know he sends them here. And plus, he gave us $25 to be a sponsor of this podcast.
Blood Money podcast.
Well, blood money.
Bird blood money.
Bird blood money.
It's bird blood money. Just like
I think you need to pay him every time he's been a sponsor. You run him down. I think you need to pay him back. That's got to be almost $100 by now. I think you need to pay that back to him. He's paying you for your podcast. I give you the money. I don't even know what you do with it. You said you got to have this money. I give it to you, and then you run him down.
Well, it's a lot of fees, online fees and stuff.
Well, there it is.
Is Birdman a sponsor this week?
No, he's not.
Well, I'm sorry I brought it up because we spent about 10 minutes arguing about Birdman.
You just run him down. He's off season right now. He ain't got.
Because it's Easter, I figure he'd probably sell chicks. Like you ain't supposed to buy them chicks. You used to buy a big cage.
That's low
painted
grade
pastel.
Low grade stuff.
Oh, he doesn't fool with that.
Why is he going to waste his time with a chicken? The Birdman got everything. If you want a chicken, he'll get you one. I'm not saying that. He's the kind of, but everybody got a little colored. He said chicks they giving out boxes and stuff like this, in front of the store. Everybody's selling that this time of year.
But if you want a pastel pelican, you go to Birdman.
That's right. Or if you want like a colored chicken in the middle of November.
Who would want a colored chicken in the middle of November?
People got their reasons to want any kind of bird for whatever reason. He'd be able to get it for you. But you can get that anywhere. Just leave him alone.
Dress them up like Puritans, maybe little baby chicks. And
I'm going to have Birdman come on here one of these times. I want to see you sit here and run him down to his face. Nicest man ever was. Sit here and be mean to say you're going to listen to that. In an hour, you run down some man.
I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask Birdman, so you bring him on.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this. If Birdman present his case, and I can walk away feeling satisfied that everything is above board, nothing shady going on,
yeah,
then sure, they sell some birds.
I have him on here. This week's sponsor, if you let me talk, damn it, hell. This week's sponsor, No Store, up down Central Pike, opening up, brand new grand opening. Little Helen's.
Oh, Little Helen's.
Yeah. It's brand new store going to open up down there, and I think it opens up this week, Monday, tomorrow. And get down there.
Grand opening.
Yes, sir. Grand opening. Going to have like treats and all this stuff. Like I read, some sort of clown, something like that for the kids and all this stuff. So Little Helen's. Everybody get down there and go see them. That's a sponsor for the podcast. I'm sure it's going to be a great new store. This town, Murfreesboro, always needs a new good store, and there's going to be one opening up down on Central Park tomorrow morning.
What kind of store is it?
It's just brand new. It's opening. Little Helen's what going to open up. Yeah, grand opening.
They didn't tell you what it was?
A store, I reckon. I just said Little Helen's.
Who told you about it?
They said Little Helen's is going to be opening up the stores. They would be sponsoring the podcast. I said, sure, I'd do it for Little Helen.
Is it a store? Wait, you know Little Helen?
I know Big Helen. I don't know Little Helen.
Who the hell is Big Helen?
Big Helen. Helen Murphy. You know Helen Murphy? Little Helen, she somehow associated with Little Helen. She said Little Helen opened up a store down on Central Park and she needs help and it won't get word out there. And I said, sure, it's $25. She gave it to me. So Little Helen's on Central Park.
Is it a store or a restaurant? How is Big Helen and Little Helen associated? Are they friends or relatives?
I don't know. I don't think they're sisters. That wouldn't make no sense.
Well, it would make sense. The big one. No, they couldn't. They'd have the same name.
Same damn name. Nobody going to do that. They ain't twins as far as I know.
Well, you don't name twins the same name.
And Little Helen, I don't think her last name Murphy as far as I know.
If they were friends and Big Helen and Little Helen, that would make sense.
Well, yeah.
Whew, a lot to get to.
So Little Helen's up on Central Park. Y'all go down there. Grand open, brand new store. Always exciting to have a.
But it's definitely a store. It ain't a restaurant or a mechanics.
And I don't remember hearing her saying there's going to be food.
It's just Little Helen's.
Little Helen's on Central Park. Grand opening. Y'all get down there. Little Helen's.
What if people go down there and it's something terrible? What if she sounded like devil worshiping?
Oh, what? Big Helen ain't going to tell me nothing about no devil worship. But what the hell you talking about?
Big Helen could have just...
This woman gave us $25 to go say she's selling devil stuff on here.
Well, you ain't saying everybody. Nothing. You on here saying Little Helen, you don't know what it is.
If Big Helen likes it, it's fine. Ain't nothing like that. I know that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a market. I don't know. Restaurant, clothes store. I just don't know.
So you're on here just saying you're taking Big Helen's word on the kind of person
Little Helen is. $25, and I know Big Helen to be. What is wrong? Why would Big Helen lie to me in any way for a devil store? It don't make any sense. They got $25. You need a sponsor. You got one, and you go run it down. Anybody wants to be a sponsor on this show, just give $25 so they sit there and make fun of you. Pitiful.
I just had some questions.
Oh, hell.
Little Helen's, we don't
you
know
the first thing. You got a question for Birdman. You got a question for Little Helen. Whoever I bring up, you'll have questions. I get tired of it. These people pay their hard-earned money, give it to us to be a sponsor on our podcast, tell people about it, and you sit there and run it down. Pitiful.
Well, maybe I'll go check it out.
Well, everybody should.
Can't wait to see what
Little Helen's, I know, means quality, whatever it is. Because Big Helen said so. It's opening tomorrow Monday morning. Now I'm all riled up. Just ain't nothing to be mad about. I'm sure it's a fine establishment. Just go visit it. Grand opening. Said they're going to have a clown. That's it. I'm done.
I got a sponsor too, though, Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, the Glory Shelf. It's Easter time.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to go to Murfreesboro's Christian bookstore, the Glory Shelf?
It's good Christian bookstore. Yeah, I know Glory Shelf, yeah.
They got all them Easter rocks, and they on clearance now. So go down to the Glory Shelf, get you an Easter rock.
Easter egg, you mean? They got Easter eggs.
No, they got Easter eggs, Jackie. That's pagan worship. They got Easter rocks at the Glory Shelf to remind you of the stone that was rolled away that set Jesus free. They got Glory Shelf has Easter rocks. They paint them up Easter color. Well, they don't actually. They got
rock.
Theirs are just plain. But if you get your order in, they'll paint them for you. They'll engrave them. Say,
Well, it's a rock. I know what it is and what it stands for. You go get you go get a rock out of the street. I don't.
Well, you can go get a rock, but it ain't gonna be pretty and smooth like this one.
But you got to pay extra for that. You pay them to engrave. How much a rock costs by itself? You take a rock.
$5.
$5. Can you just pick up a rock, take it in there, and then have them pay $5?
But ain't the rock engraved at a Christian bookstore. No, you can't just bring your rock in there.
I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean.
And they'll write something on it. Why would
you? Didn't mean talk bad about Glory Shelf. I know Ralph and Ted, the good people. I didn't mean to say they run the scam. It didn't make no sense. I never heard of no Easter rock. The first time I'm hearing about this.
If they just stood there and engraved rocks people brought in, that'd be all they did all day. You got to buy your rock from them, Easter rock. They will engrave it if you want it. They can paint it a Easter color.
So you're looking about $15.
If it's painted, that's $5 extra, and if it's engraved, that's an extra $5. If you want to put a little necklace on it, that's another $5.
How big is a rock?
Oh, about fist-sized.
You ain't gonna wear that around your damn neck.
No, they put the necklace on the rock, so the rock is wearing the necklace, and on the necklace has a smaller Easter rock.
That don't make any sense to me. I don't understand.
Well, I don't get
new
it.
Customs. I don't understand. Just keep it the old Christian ways. And just, Easter egg hunt. I know you say pagan. I grew up at church. Go get your Easter egg hunt. There's something for the children to do. Give them something fun to do in church.
Well, this is for adults. It ain't for kids.
Well, what?
Kids don't know how to treat. Kids throw a rock.
Rock.
An adult can look at a rock and be like, oh, symbolism. I need to remember.
Yeah.
But a kid just kick it, throw it.
Well, they don't know better till they get old enough. So I see the purpose is now if it's helped to teach children about the rock that kept Jesus in there, and the apostles, people don't talk about that. What they say, hard work, roll that stone away, get him out of there.
Imagine how hard that was, a rock like 40 times big as this one.
Well,
like
you hold this, think on that. Yeah.
This has some heft to it.
Yeah.
But really, you don't want, they also sell the case for it. They sell a glass case for it. You put your Easter rock in there. That's to keep kids away from it and everything. But you can take it out if you got to know the combination. Take it out of the case. Hold it, see how heavy it is, and imagine how much heavier the actual rock would have been.
All right, yeah. Well, that's
put
good.
it back in the case.
And the product Glory Shelf got,
Yeah, and these are all on clearance. They used to, before Easter, $15, $20 for the rock. Now they're $5 each. You want all the fancy extras for your rock, another $5 a piece. And that's go down there and see Ralph and Ted. They won't get rid of these because now that Easter's over, they don't think a gay couple running a Christian bookstore with a bunch of stones is a good idea. They just put
that ain't, but still,
things in people's
that
minds.
ain't a proven thing. That's almost. I don't know why you talk about that on
here. I may be outing them. Everybody knows it except Jackie.
They go back. The people give you $25 to sponsor them, and you sit there and say something.
Well, it ain't nothing. We just went through this all week. It ain't nothing wrong with nothing.
I didn't say there was, but that information ain't part of what they're advertising. They advertising that Easter rock. Don't make no sense to me. They don't want to give you $25 to tell everybody that they're like that on the computer.
If I thought anybody listened to this podcast, I might watch my words more.
All right,
Ralph and Ted been in business years and years.
I still
People
don't know.
made up their minds about Ralph and Ted at the Glory Shelf.
I'm still not sure about that. Everybody says that. Ralph, I can see it. Ted, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say.
So that's Glory Shelf. Get your Easter rock on clearance and Little Helen's.
Central Park, grand opening.
Nobody knows.
Well, it's quality. What that is. Worth your time.
Jenny Benevento. I may be mispronouncing all these words, Jenny. What's up with Birdman and TT Slot?
Well, Birdman's off season right now. He'll be back around, I'm sure. He give us $25 next time they come around. We'll be mentioning him. Oh, Birdman, as far as I know,
This is the time of year when he's in contact with his extensive network of smugglers and
he ain't nothing
bird
like
thieves.
Every time you want to make him out to be something, it's pitiful. There ain't nothing to him. It's just a man making his way through the world selling birds. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the American way. You catch something, if it's here, you catch it and sell it.
Where's he catching a damn puffin?
I don't know where it goes.
If you don't know, Birdman is a longtime sponsor of the Red State Update podcast.
He's a fine sponsor, and every time we put him on here, you run him down.
He shows
give
up
you money
in
for
parking
advertisement,
lots.
and you run him down.
He
And there's
gives
no
us
good reason to.
the standard $25 sponsorship fee. He shows up in parking lots in a pickup truck. Not like a new pickup truck either, like a rusted out.
It's a flatbed on the back. He got a bunch of cages, all the birds in there.
Just bungeed on there. He's going down the road, feathers flying, of exotic, stolen.
He don't drive that fast the way you make it out.
He does when the law's after him.
Oh, well.
I
ain't after him. Ain't no reason to go after him.
Why
Law-abiding citizen.
He-
No reason.
Pulls up in parking lots, unannounced, sells some birds, and gets the hell out of town.
He announces he called me about an hour, 2 hours before, said I'm going to come down there if that's all right. He asked how many people down here at the store, and he used the call back right out, and I said, hey, it's pretty full, about 4 or 5 fellas over there sitting down eating, and some people come take it to go, and then I'll be there in 30 minutes.
You're an accomplice, Jackie.
I ain't no okay. He's a friend of mine. Birdman ain't ever done nothing wrong to me.
And TT Slot is another longtime sponsor of the Red State Up.
When she's doing what she does, she ain't no sponsor. You talk about my sponsor being involved in criminal activity, and you talk about prostitute.
TT Slot is a former prostitute.
Well, good for her.
When she was on here advertising her prostitution services, Jackie got all high and mighty, got all up on his church box, said, hey, we ain't going to have no prostitute
ain't
on
no
here.
Church box. I'm happy to stand on a church box anytime anybody wants me to, but I wasn't at that time.
I'll knock you off that damn church box.
You knock me. Go on, try to knock me off a church box. I'll stand on a church box, tallest church box you got. You sit in front of me, I'll stand on it, and I'll say I don't approve prostitution.
Well,
I say it here, I say it anywhere.
Unlike,
church box, little one, big one, no church box, don't make no damn difference.
Unlike Birdman, who continues his criminal activities, TT Slot saw an opportunity to make a change, and she opened up a daycare center. So here she is out there trying to better herself and provide a service.
She had a daycare center, not even in the house. It was a van. You drive around and she pick your kid up.
She
and
would
ride
pick your
around.
kids
Ain't
up.
nobody gonna put
Innovation, Jackie. That is an American trait that we all should be proud that we have in America. She tried a lot of different things to keep her daycare center on the cutting edge of daycare center technology.
Oh, hell.
And then, of course, goddamn Obama.
Hey, watch your mouth, but you right about that.
In this economy, she couldn't really make ends meet with the daycare center thing. A lot of women kind of leery about leaving their kids with the former prostitute.
Well, yeah.
And, some of the dads offering her a little money. Temptation. It's easy to fall back into old habits. So... But she's given up the daycare center. You'll be happy to know, Jackie, she's given up.
Yeah, just probably not the best venture for her to go down job-wise at this time. You take a little time, work up to it. Can't just quit doing one thing, take care of children the next day.
She's going back to school.
Well, good for her. That's good.
Prostitute school.
Oh, what do you mean? Ain't no school, and if it was, why would you go to it if she already was one? Well, what she got to learn? Hell.
There's a lot you can learn, Jackie. There's a lot you can. There are experts.
Oh, hell.
In Nevada.
All right, enough.
And she's taking a correspondence course.
Okay. I don't want to hear nothing about no prostitute school. Enough.
It's kind of a catalog, an illustrated catalog.
Oh.
And you get online, and there's some, webinars.
All right.
So she just wanted to thank everybody we get a lot of people asking how's TT doing. She's doing just fine. She is going to take the world by storm once she gets her degree.
Enough. Today's sponsor on this here podcast is Little Helen's. And all y'all get your coupon scissors out and be looking in Murfreesboro Post this Sunday for coupons for Little Helen's. 50% off coupons. It'll be 2 or 3, one one 20% off, one 50% off, about 3 or 4 different coupons for Little Helen's. Got the directions right there on the back. Just cut them out, the newspaper, and head on down there and get you a hell of a deal at Little Helen's.
On what?
Just whatever they got down there, you got coupons just to.
You still don't know what Little Helen's
is? Big Helen gave me $25, do it again, and I'm doing it. It's a fine establishment, I'm sure.
Little Helen's opened up last week. They had a grand opening on Monday. But we didn't know. Jackie's just taking Big Helen's word on it. He doesn't even know Little Helen.
Well, the Big Helen never steered me wrong about anything. She ain't never said nothing.
Well, why don't you call Big Helen and find out what they do at Little Helen's? Is it a restaurant?
She come in the store, give $25 to do that.
That was a perfect opportunity to ask her.
But she did it the second time, and I would put me in a weird spot. Oh, by the way, I already did one ad for them. I'm going to sit there and say, well, what is it? No, just Little Helen's. She's going to be coupons. This Sunday paper. For Little Helen's, you cut it out, go down there, base price. You get 50% off, 20% off.
Well, what if it's something terrible you're sending people to?
What could it be that would be so bad? Tell me, what could be so awful for you to go down there with a coupon? Hey, it'll be fine.
What if it's like used underwear?
Who the hell in their right mind's going to open up a store called Little Helen's and sell used underwear? It don't make any sense. Last time he said it was devil stuff.
What if it is devil stuff?
Well, you know Big Helen as well as I do. She ain't going to have nothing like that.
Well, Big Helen...
She wouldn't want me advertising nothing like that. It's a good host store, known her for about 20 years. She knows Little Helen, and she speaks for her. I believe her.
So she could just be looking after Little Helen.
Oh, hell.
You know how sometimes people into devil stuff, and you're like, well... I'll buy it for your birthday.
They ain't in the devil stuff. Take you 20. Why devil stuff going to have Murfreesboro Post is going to take coupons for devil stuff?
They ran them ads that didn't say a damn thing about what it was. Nobody knows what they're getting into with this Little Helen business.
It says Little Helen's 20% off, 50% off. Got 2 other coupons. I don't know how much off. There's directions on the back. Go down there. Find out what it is. You keep asking me.
But they had the grand opening. Did you hear anybody going down there?
I didn't talk to anybody personally. No, I'm sure I had a fine grand opening. They must have done good if they put out coupons next week.
I wish somebody would tell me we heard all these people on Facebook, Twitter. Somebody tell me what it is Little Helen's does or sells or makes or
go down
cooks.
There, cut your coupons. I don't know if it's restaurant, market, store. I don't know. But it is. Get your coupons, take it down there.
It could be a trap.
Deal. What kind of trap is anybody setting?
I don't know. Big Helen, you put all this trust in Big Helen, but they're not. They're just friends, right? They're not related.
I don't think
because they have the same name.
They wouldn't be related, brother, sister.
Helen and Helen, but that might be why one's Big Helen and one's Little Helen. They're sisters, and they got the same name. Helen.
That don't make any sense.
That's
why I don't know their affiliation at all. I know Big Helen. Know she's a fine lady. She said, you do sponsors on that thing? I said, yes, I do. She gave me $25. That's what I'm doing.
You know Big Helen. Jury is still out on Little Helen.
I'm sure she runs a fine establishment if Big Helen says so. I ain't going to doubt her.
So that's Little Helen's coupon in the Murfreesboro Post.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a sponsor this week, Jackie. It's not as nebulous as all this Little Helen rigmarole.
Right.
Our sponsor is a returning sponsor. Give me $25. Talk about them on the podcast. Tax Whiz.
Oh, yeah.
Dom Podge's Tax Whiz. It's tax season, folks, and every time I open up my billfold, I'm like, well, see you later, money. You're going to go live in Obama's house.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, let alone my money.
Yeah. I hear it.
But I'm about to stick you in an envelope and write Obama, CEO of the White House, and put you in a mailbox.
Yep.
Sorry.
And he sent it right back out. Somebody else.
China, probably.
Who knows?
Black Panther Party. New Black Panther. Who knows where my money's going?
Right.
Well, there's somebody who doesn't know where it's going unless it's staying in your pocket.
Yeah.
That somebody is Dom Podge.
Oh, yeah.
He runs Tax Whiz.
Tax Whiz, yeah.
And the way TaxWiz operates is you get all your papers, your receipts.
Save your receipts, yeah.
Bank statements. Make copies, PDF it. Bring him an Excel file. He'll take all that, look at it, put it, spread it out on a table, and tell you, you know what? You wasted about 3 hours getting this together because in America, if you're an American, it's unconstitutional for you to pay taxes.
Yeah.
It's all legal. That's one of their mottos.
He knows how to get around it. If anybody does, it's him.
Go ahead. Of course, it's him. He is Dom Podge, who runs TaxWiz, is an accountant.
Yep.
He is a minister, still running that church in the parking lot of the old Burger Queen.
Yep.
That ain't never done nothing with that space.
He one of the head militia fellas up there.
Short Mountain Militia.
Short Mountain, yeah.
Accountant, minister, militia man. Who do you want telling you that you don't have to send your money to the government, if not him?
Yeah.
If not Dom Podge. He's an American hero, if you ask me.
Same here, yeah.
And he wanted me to get on here and tell everybody that he's got extra proof that it's unconstitutional to tax American citizens because Wesley Snipes, as we all know, is now walking around free.
Yeah.
Free man.
Yeah.
That's the government admitting they made a mistake.
They made a mistake. Sorry about that.
Now, he did 3 years, but it looks like that's probably about the worst you can expect. And, as always, Dom Podge being a militiaman, they got a room you can hide out on in the compound when they come to get you.
That's an offered bonus there.
So, extra slogan of theirs is, let them try to take it.
Yeah.
So, their slogans are, it's all legal, and let them try to take it.
Yeah.
If you are like me and hate giving a good president your money, like Ronald Reagan, God bless him.
Yeah.
But he don't deserve my money.
Well,
I mean, if he was selling like a T-shirt with him on it or a recording of his favorite songs, him singing it, sure. Let him make her, not take her.
Yeah.
So Ronald Reagan, screw off, Ronald Reagan. You
hey.
don't deserve my money.
What?
And you're awesome. But Obama, a terrible person, that's like buying an idiot a car and setting it on fire and running it off a cliff and going, well, that was money well spent.
Yeah.
It wasn't. That was a terrible idea. And Obama's an idiot.
Yeah.
And you're buying him a car, and he's going to get in it, and it's going to catch fire, and he's going to go off a cliff.
He'd point and laugh at it.
Ha, 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 all the way down.
That's your money.
Who's laughing now?
Yep.
TaxWiz.
Yep.
It's all legal.
The car is this country. I see that metaphor, or whatever it is. He's
The
driving
car
it.
is a country.
Obama's driving it.
Obama is
your
Obama.
Money, your money paid for the car.
My money bought the car.
He'd drive it right off in the
Cliff. The fire is just destruction. Just symbolizes
how horrible things are. Yeah.
destruction.
Just hot.
And,
Nobody like fire burning.
fire.
Yeah. Smoke.
Terrible.
Awful.
You'd be better off taking your money and spending it at Little Helen's on that devil stuff she's selling.
Yeah, I say I'd give my money to Little Helen. She don't sell devil stuff. I'd give my money to Little Helen way before I'd want to give it down to Obama.
So,
That's our podcast for today.
Little Helen, TaxWiz.
Podge,
Dom Podge, TaxWiz.
And it costs extra. Don't forget Don Podge when he does up.
Oh, right. You take your stuff down there, and he gives you a certificate that says it's unconstitutional to pay taxes. So that's what you walk out of there with.
If you want it framed,
15 extra bucks.
$15 extra. That's a pretty good deal.
And every year it's the same thing. You take it down there, and he gives you a new certificate that is stamped with the year on it.
With the year on it. That's
like,
right.
it's different. 2012, this 2013 is going to say. I mean, it's tax year 2012, but the car just over the cliff, burning up, laughing.
It's nice to have something framed that makes you feel patriotic to hang up in your home. I know what. I got a picture of an eagle and American flag. Myself.
What happened to you, John Wayne?
It tore up.
How did it tear up?
Bird
Just on
flew,
the wall?
Bird flew in the window, just broke a glass on it, and I was going to get it reframed. Just ain't done it.
Why ain't you put your screens back up yet?
Screens just hold back some air as far as I'm concerned.
A screen. The whole design of a screen is that it lets air in.
Well, not
it
enough.
keeps birds out.
That's the only time it ever happened. A bird flew in there, and it was a hole tore up. The screen tore up. Instead of fixing a new one, I just tore the whole thing out. Hear it flapping in there.
when Screen Masters was going to sponsor us, but they only had $20 and they didn't have $25.
Hell no.
You should have just got them to give you a new screen.
Yeah.
Because their slogan is keeps air in, lets air in, keeps birds out. That's their slogan.
Well,
Screen Mat. Now I'm plugging them, and they didn't
even give you money.
Got it for free.
I don't need no screens. I don't need a.
You don't work. What if somebody breaks in your house?
Ain't nobody go over the door behind that. Ain't nice. They had this happened last damn year. First time you asked about my John Wayne picture, but the glass went everywhere. All that. After I swept it up, I said to hell with it. I'll get it fixed one of these days.
What kind of bird was it?
Jaybird. Screeching, hollering, making a bunch of noise.